wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called so you spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, hello and good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, here we go. Bird is all dressed, ready for World Record Wednesday coming up today.
You know it.
Very nice. I feel like I'm doing a hairband interview.
Yeah, all right.
Who are you today?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Okay.
A lot of times I just don't know who I am.
Well,
Yeah.
yesterday you were obviously a man of karate.
Yes.
Today you're wearing a bandana and some weird dark gas station sunglasses.
Well, it is World Record Wednesday, and I always wear my pizza onesie,
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah.
I don't know, Virginia. I just like having fun.
Yeah.
It reminds me to not to take life too seriously when I dress up.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, go. I love it, dude.
People that always tell me to grow up and you got to act like more like an adult, I'll always go through their profile, and I
Yeah.
can just tell they're living miserable lives. They're so not happy.
Yeah.
A legit adult is not that fun.
Yeah, you're right.
You can be an adult with goofy and fun.
Yeah.
Adult light, I call it.
This is good.
Yeah.
This is good.
You look handsome today. Whoa.
I got a different look. Yeah, I got a different look than you. I mean, you're going with the lead singer of LA Guns, and I don't know what I got. I look like 80s basketball diaries or something. I'm not sure what's going on here.
Do you see what Ralston's wearing? He looks fantastic
Oh, thank
today.
you. Thank
Yeah,
you. Well,
look
coming
at
from
you.
you.
Very GQ, very soapy.
Yeah, I got a hoodie and a jacket on, so I don't know what this is all
It's
about.
kind of like sport business.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I could meet you for a pickup game of basketball, or I could help you do your taxes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got a lot of different. You're right.
He could play basketball with you, or he could sign you to a basketball contract.
I could go two ways. I could go two ways.
It's a neat look. I
Thank
love
you.
it.
Yeah, hoodie with a suit jacket. Yeah.
Does that alarm you that I love it so much? You're like,
Yeah, it
I
should.
might have to.
Yeah.
I've gone too weird.
He's going to come in here tomorrow with a hoodie and a jacket.
You should go for it. Changing it up.
Literally, taking your look.
Yeah. That's why, this can't just be a radio show. We got too many cultivated looks going on. There's too many great visuals.
There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. That's why we do KVJ TV. Go to YouTube, look for the KVJ Show, put us up on your flat screen, and watch these amazing outfits this morning.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
So what you think about today, Jay Bird?
So I tell you a little story here, and it's almost kind of a cautionary tale
About a man named Jed?
about a man named Jed. We can call him Jed. We need a fake name for this because it's a serious thing. I know somebody who they were very excited because they got a job.
Okay.
They were very excited.
If
they
you've
got a
been
job.
looking, that is a good feeling.
And they lost their job within, I would say, an hour. And guess what led them to losing their job?
What?
Social media.
Oh, no way. So they got a job, had the job for all of about an hour, and then
someone did a deep dive on their social media.
Oh,
and
wow.
I don't want to go into too many specifics of what kind of job it
What
was.
did, what did they say on their social media?
Well, I guess it was a combination of it wasn't anything, like sexist or racist. It was just rants that seemed kind of
Unstable.
Unstable. And
I've seen these
Oh,
rants.
wow.
I think people get caught up and they just rant on their social media and they feel better and they get it out of their system. But then people come and they read that and they think you're a little bit unhinged.
And I know what people are going to say. What about freedom of speech? Because it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't anything racist. It wasn't anything
Sure.
sexist. It was just popping off. And it was not about what they had said. It was how they presented themselves to the public. And they
Yeah.
did not think, to use one of my terms, they didn't have the right temperament for the trade.
Wow.
And they
Yeah.
didn't realize that until after the fact somebody sent them stuff and
said, hey, do you really want this guy who pops off on your team?
and they had said, no, we don't. And no more job for that person.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That's a quick firing.
cautionary
Wow.
tale. You can do your freedom of speech,
Yeah.
but it doesn't always mean you're going to get your way and it's going to go your way.
You can say whatever you want,
Yes.
but there are ramifications if you pop off.
Yeah, there are consequences to your words.
There is. Well, have you ever met somebody in your life and you don't know them that well, and then you look at their social media and you go, I don't know if I want to get to know them that well.
Yes.
It's never even, again, sometimes it's not the content, it's the way it's being presented.
It can be a plethora of reasons,
Yeah.
but social media gives you a peek into their soul, and a lot of times it's dark.
If every time you're having a bad day and you are just spewing your bad day and it's so over the top, some people might go, I don't know if I want.
This guy's dark and angry.
Yeah.
They just, because it's a business.
Yeah, and it's odd. I know a few people, I see them, and, we're casual in how we hang out. And they strike me as one way when I'm with them, and then I see some of the things they put on social media. I'm like, who is this person? It's so weird. They're just a different thing. I'm like, when I'm with them, that part never comes out. I don't know
It's coming.
I don't know.
You don't hang out with them enough.
I think you're right. I guess, well, and to that point about dating somebody for a certain amount of time, that's kind of the thing, because I've been with some of these people multiple times. Let's say 10 to 20 times we've casually hung out. Never saw anything like it. And then I see the social media, I'm like, who is this person?
It's weird.
They're hiding their crazy from you.
Okay.
But eventually, if they're ranting and ranting on social media, that crazy is going to come out.
It's a very bizarre feeling. I was somewhat tight with this person, and how they were in person and how they were in social media was way different. It was odd.
That's bizarre.
It was bizarre.
Yeah.
And if you look at your social media and you start to think that about yourself, you may want to make an adjustment, because you're confusing people and they don't know who the real you is. And I'm scared of people like that. I will not have anything to do with them. I feel like they're unhinged and they can't be trusted, and they're going to pop off and bring me down.
And I'm not over here trying to silence the people. Look, if you got something to say, say it.
Yeah.
All I'm
Just
saying,
beware.
Yeah, all I'm saying is if you say everything, it may not jive with everybody, including someone you're trying to get a job with.
Yeah, that's true. Dang.
Dang is right.
They had to be just so stunned that they got a job. I'm sure that they're like excited about it, and then an hour later it's gone.
An hour.
So from what I gather, it was a lot of just fighting and going back after people constantly. And the position that they had is a position you don't want someone to go back and forth with somebody.
Squirrely.
So whether that person's like that in person or not, honestly, I don't know that person to be like that. But their employer was scared they would be like that.
Yeah. Wow. What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, we've got these balloons.
Yeah, that's right. Paying off your punishment yesterday from Do It B.
Yes, me and Jay Bird lost, so the two of us have had to walk around for the past, 23 hours with balloons.
It was pretty funny because I had to go to Publix, and when I was checking out, the woman at the cashier goes, "Okay, the balloons are $4."
Oh, she tried to charge you.
I go, "No, these balloons. I came with these balloons.
I came with
Oh, dang.
And the funny thing is, we had bought these balloons at Publix.
Yeah, right. They recognize their balloons.
It was very confusing. I got to see a lot of KVJ Nation in Publix. It was awesome. It's kind of like a beacon light. Hey, everybody, look, it's me.
Oh, they know it's you.
Yeah.
They see you coming.
I had balloons and a gi on.
No, these balloons actually saved me from making a really dumb decision yesterday.
Oh, yeah? What was that?
Yeah. So I was at my house and I was reminded of a conversation I had with my doctor like 3 weeks ago. So remember how we got on the radio and we said our sweet grandmother doctor was retiring and we were so sad and she was retiring? Well, she called me on my cell phone and said, "I'm not retiring, Virginia. The front desk people where I work, they have the bad information. I'm not retiring."
She
and I was
pulled
like,
a kiss. She's coming out of retirement.
"She's coming out of
Oh,
retirement."
wow. Yeah.
So
Reunion tour.
I was so happy, and then I kind of forgot about it. But then yesterday I remembered, and so I said, "Okay, let me call her office," like she called me and told me to do, and book an appointment to see her. And the receptionist is a new girl. You can tell she doesn't know what she's doing. She's young, and everything I was asking her, she was having to like put the phone aside and ask somebody else and get the answer and then give it to me. So she was just kind of like the middleman.
So what's her address?
So she was telling me that I couldn't see my sweet grandmother doctor. I had to go see some new male doctor that I don't know. And mind you,
You're not hearing that.
I'm not hearing that because I'm going in there for butt stuff, Kevin.
Oh, well, no, butt stuff.
I'm not going to some new
Oh, good
dude
heavens.
with big hands for butt stuff.
Yeah.
I want my sweet grandmother doctor with tiny hands for butt stuff.
So you got very gentle hands. I can confirm that.
Jay Bird went to her, and
Okay.
I'm telling you, this sweet grandmother is probably the best doctor I've ever been treated by because she just brings you in with a grandmother love.
Look, I loved her because she said I was one of her youngest patients. And I'm,
Wow.
I'm in my mid-40s, y'all. So I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, go on.
So the receptionist is telling me I can't see the sweet grandmother doctor because I haven't been there for 2 years. But I said, babe, it's COVID. I tried to call and get an appointment. That's why I haven't been there for 2 years. And I'm starting to get a little heated.
Yeah.
Because she's
Crazy Cajun's coming out.
She's telling me I have to get butt examined
Yeah.
by this male doctor who I'm sure has big hands that I haven't even met.
Yeah.
He's not going around my butt. No, I want my sweet grandmother doctor. And she's telling me, no, I can't have her. And I'm getting more and more pissed. And I'm like,
Oh, no.
you're going to figure this out. I'm going to see her, and I need you to go figure it out.
I'm not seeing Dr. Big Hands.
I'm not seeing Dr. Big Hands, not with butt stuff.
Yeah, right.
Is Dr. Big Hands taking new patients?
He is. He is taking new patients. And I think they're trying to funnel all of Sweet Grandma's patients to Dr. Big Hands.
Oh, no.
But I don't want to see Dr. Big Hands.
Right.
Not about butt stuff.
Yeah.
So at some point, we both just get irate with each other. She tells me that I'm being disrespectful and she doesn't have to put up with it.
Oh, man.
She hangs up on me.
Oh, no.
I call back like 15 times and she keeps sending me to voicemail. Nobody ever calls me back. I leave an extensive, annoyed but calm voicemail. No one calls me back.
I would love to hear how calm that voicemail was.
Yeah, right.
Can we get that voicemail, please?
I was very strained and talking like
That's-
this,
I wanna hear
but
that.
I was trying to not curse, which I did not do.
My favorite kind of calm is crazy calm.
Crazy calm.
calm, yeah.
That's what I was. And on a normal day, if I didn't have 2 balloons tied to my wrist, I would have drove up there and gone in the office and maybe thrown a smoothie off her head and gone to jail. Or lost my job at Merrill Lynch Financial.
You would have wound up a TikTok
But
video.
because I had these 2 balloons, I didn't go up there. I was like, I can't.
Well,
I
because
just
she would have
can't.
seen you. She go, okay, we have to Baker Act her.
We have to make her act.
Something's going on
Or
here.
it's her birthday and she's too into it.
So where are we at now?
They never called me back. I don't think sweet grandmother knows what's going on at the front desk of her doctor's
Yeah, how's she
office.
ever going to get anybody booked?
I don't think she is. I think something weird's going on. I think she called me maybe to save face, but there must be something going on here that I don't understand.
I can tell V's mad. She's blowing it up on the air.
But you know what? At this point, I can't be so annoyed by the receptionist at my doctor's office, ironically, that it affects my health.
Your blood pressure. Your high blood pressure.
My blood pressure went through the roof. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this is ridiculous.
That is
And
ridiculous. That is
If
pretty
you
crazy.
think that was disrespectful, you've never seen me disrespect somebody.
Someone's
here we
sharpening
go.
their broom.
Chicken neck and look out, Virginia.
I don't know where you from, but I'm from New Orleans, baby.
Oh, she's gonna get her witchiest dress out. She's going to that pointed hat. Look out.
Little snowflake. That was not disrespectful. You're so young. You think I was being disrespectful? No. No.
I will pay top dollar for that voicemail. I want that voicemail so bad.
I should have
yeah.
recorded myself leaving the message with the balloons and the whole thing.
Well, what's weird is someone reached out to Virginia to did right, correct?
The sweet grandmother doctor.
The actual doctor did.
Called me on my
Yeah.
cell phone, which doesn't happen. Doctors
So-
don't call you on your cell phone. She called me and told me, I'm not retiring. The front desk has it wrong.
Wow.
Please come in. And I was like, well, I'm going to be a self-pay patient now because you don't take my insurance. Like, there's all these layers.
What did the receptionist say when you said I talked to the doctor?
Nope. She hung up on me when after I told her I talked to the doctor and the doctor told me to call, she said, you're disrespecting me, and hung up on me.
Dang.
What a story, man.
That is something.
And you know what? There's a certain point when you got to walk away.
Yeah.
I just think this is a sign. I can't go in there now. If I go in there now, it's going to be so ugly. I don't need this.
What do you think? You think this is going to be awkward?
You think you're going to get weird looks?
I can't.
You think everybody's going to be talking about
This
you?
is literally bad for my health.
I'm not going to lie, Kev. I walked in. I got to work here a little early today, and me and the witch walked in together, and I could tell. I can read her like a book. I can feel her moods.
You
so
picked up on the
well.
Virginia
The
energy.
balloons are getting me.
Well, I'm over
Yeah.
here. I'm all goofy. I'm in my pizza outfit. I'm just trying to, throw a couple cracks and jokes in there. Some light talk this morning. I can tell the witch is having none of it. So I finally had to go, hey, are you okay? Oh, these balloons are getting to me.
This was one of the greatest punishments of all time.
Yeah.
It broke the witch.
I just
man.
gotta say, these balloons have been the source of much pain, but also saved me from making a really bad decision yesterday.
Okay. All right. So there's a good and bad.
Yes.
I didn't even know about the doctor appointment thing. There was a lot going on there.
I
It all
told
makes sense.
Kevin, I sent him a little email real quick, and he sent me back the most "I'm scared of you" response, like, "Oh."
Yeah.
No, I was like, I want to hear it. I think it'd be very entertaining.
Yeah,
I was locked in every word you were saying.
it's always entertaining over here.
Okay. All right. What I got on my mind here today, it is National Spouses Day. Didn't know if you knew. Jaybird is very excited. I don't have a National Spouse Day today for Jaybird's point.
Yeah, I'm over here living my best life.
Yeah. They say 44% of married people said that their spouse gets on their nerves sometimes. Sometimes? That's good. That number seems actually relatively low.
If you're only saying sometimes, I
Yeah.
think you have a good marriage.
Well,
No,
what's
you're
the
right.
if you had to put your honest caps on? What's the percentage of your spouses annoying you? 10% of the time, 50% of the time?
It's there are little things here and there, but it's like with anything. I think anybody you come in contact with, you're going to have slight little things be like, it's not necessarily a noise, just kind of like, man, oh, geez, okay, all right. You got to you realize it's a little bit of a curveball in life you got to readjust to.
Okay, well, what's the percentage, though?
It's 5% for
Okay.
me, 5 or 10. It's low.
Virginia's rolling her eyes.
Okay.
Because I know you're lying.
No, I don't think so. I mean, there's a couple things that you probably hear because you vet them, but if you talk about all the time that I'm with my spouse and all the times I'm like, oh gosh, that kind of annoy me. Yeah, it's low.
She rolled her eyes again, but be careful, Kev. She's in a mood.
Well, Virginia knows my marriage better than I do, apparently.
What's your percentage?
Maybe I'm just projecting.
Yeah. What's your percentage?
Okay, so last night I'm on a Zoom call,
Oh, here we go. Round 2.
and Panda is getting Rocco all riled up. And they're both like screaming. And so I'm upstairs with them. And then I say, okay, I'm going to take my Zoom call downstairs. I go downstairs. Then they come downstairs and they're screaming. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you riling him up? And both of you screaming while I'm on a Zoom call. You know I'm on a Zoom call.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Those are the things about life. But that's going to be a spouse, a roommate, a parent, anybody, a coworker.
These balloons have her on the ropes.
Yeah, okay.
I am going to snap.
She's ready to take them off. Yeah. They say for National Spouses Day, the things we appreciate the most about them is that they're a hard worker. You can be yourself around them. They make you laugh. They're smart, supportive, and they're a great parent. So there you go.
Okay.
That's the reason why you pony up with somebody is for those reasons. So if you've got a spouse today and you're happy, today's National Spouses Day.
You guys gonna celebrate? If you know what I mean.
Oh, okay. You're talking about getting a little...
Well, I'm just talking over
You
here.
know I will.
I think you should dress like that.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Boy, I tell you, did you see the ratings for this NFL playoff weekend that we just had?
Massive.
Oh my goodness. You can see why professional football is by far the biggest sport in all of America. Over 150 million people watched NFL playoff football last weekend.
Dang.
There was 81 million on Sunday, 70 million on Saturday. It's crazy that Chiefs-Bills game, 52 million viewers at one point.
Wow.
Watching that game. Just crazy stuff. And to kind of put it all into perspective about sports in America, last year's NBA Finals averaged 9 million.
Yeah.
And the deciding Game 6 had 12 million.
I'd say football's winning.
Yeah. So football is definitely crushing all other sports. So it is big stuff. And so, I mean, we're what, 2 weeks away or, 2 more rounds away from the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
you've got the championships this weekend for the conferences, and then you'll have the teams matching up for the Super Bowl.
I hope we didn't already watch the best matchups.
I honestly, I really think, I think that, imagine if the Chiefs-Bills game was the Super Bowl.
That would have been the best Super Bowl of all time.
Yeah.
Wasn't there one Super Bowl where the guy, he dove at the end zone and he just missed the touchdown?
That was the
by
Titans. Yeah, the
was
Titans.
That a Super Bowl?
Titans-Rams, I think, is that one. Yeah,
That
and
was-
the Titans he was a half yard away from crossing the plane and scoring a touchdown and changing the outcome of that game.
And then the Steelers, isn't there one where the guy throws it, hits the guy off the helmet, the guy catches it and runs it in
Oh,
for
the Immaculate Reception with
that-
Franco Harris.
was that
I don't think
Super
that was
Bowl?
a Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that was just a regular game. So, yeah, there's been some great games, but arguably, yeah, that might have been the best matchup. But we'll see. There's still going to be great ratings between them. We'll see what happens coming up. So we'll get to that. Now, Jay Bird's dad, the Juicy Daddy, has come up with a football-related themed game.
Ooh.
And this actually might be great timing with clearly the love that America has for football. And this is the time of year because people are really plugged into this.
This is just a prototype. We are working on a commercial.
Okay.
Me and the Juicy Daddy. Very, very obviously, low budget commercial.
Is
Yeah.
there a bottle involved, and can we spin it?
Whoa, take it easy. Nicky, take it easy. Don't sexualize my dad.
Yeah, it's football related. It's not, anything that's about love in Virginia.
Again, this is just the prototype.
The prototype, yeah. Okay, so what this is it is a flat board that I would say is about 2.5 to 3 feet long and probably about 1.5 feet wide. And what it comes with is a football that is on a wooden disc. And what you do is you slide this. This concept is a lot like the shuffleboard game. If you've
Okay.
ever seen that in bars, it has the sand on it, those
Yeah.
little round pucks.
Discs.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pucks that you kind of shoot down there. It's basically this. It's a combination of that shuffleboard, and then as a kid, we used to take a piece of paper and we would fold it up into a triangle shape. And then you would flip that back and forth on a wooden table, and if a corner of that paper football was over the edge, that was considered a touchdown. And that's really, in a sense, what this game is.
Yeah, on the puck, it's got different point systems there. So
Yeah.
if you get it over the edge and there's a 7 there, boom, you get 7 points.
Yeah.
Like in a football game, Virginia. Mm-hmm. And I told my dad, don't worry about the prototype. We're going to get this better because we're competing with Nintendo. We're competing with things like Wii.
Yeah.
All of the other.
I'm sure Nintendo and we are nervous.
I said,
Yeah.
we're going to do our own thing. And I even talked about maybe getting some electronics in this thing. And
He didn't like that idea.
he didn't like that idea.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep it old school.
I think what he's doing is good. It's basic, and it's kind of crazy. A lot of times, just basic things. You ever watch your kids and you go and buy them a $200 toy, and then they're over in the corner playing with a paper roll from paper towels?
Or a cardboard box.
And you're like, okay, that was free. All right.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that, Virginia? Sounds like we got an investor. Mr.
Well,
Ross.
I like this, and my only thing about this is that there are similar things on the market already that have kind of taken what I've talked about and you can buy. But I think this is all about how you package it and then how you market it. And I think your dad actually could jump in and almost corner the market. If he got good distribution on this, I think that a lot of people buy this. This is going to be a very affordable toy. This would be like a $5 toy that you could make. I don't know that you necessarily need the board itself because that makes it a little bit more cumbersome for travel.
Is it weird to call it the Juicy Daddy's football game? Does it sound weird? Yeah,
The Juicy Daddy thing.
I
Yeah.
think we got to retool that name.
Yeah.
But look, it's fun. It can turn into a drinking game too.
Yeah, you could.
Because what you could do is every time.
Show me how it works.
All right, so
you slide it.
You're playing with me, Virginia.
Okay.
And it's you go back and forth until you get it over here. And the way you can make it a drinking game is because if it lands on the 3,
Yeah.
Virginia's got to take a 3-second drink.
Oh, okay.
So now you're
Or
marketing
3 solid drinks, maybe, something like
yeah.
that. It could be
whatever you want. Now we're marketing it to the adult market, Kevin.
Right.
Well, if the Juicy Daddy is there, yeah, let's have some drinks.
She's all into it.
We're filming. We're gonna film a little commercial.
Okay, I like it. You should. Yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, yeah, if he package that the right way, take that on to Shark Tank, I think that would work. It's simple, it's basic, it's affordable, and it's compatible and compact. You could travel with it. Kids would be entertained.
I will tell my dad that Ralston Enterprises is in for an investment.
I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in. Just tell him how much.
So, Nikki, you want a piece of this? Get
Yeah.
on WhatsApp.
Sure,
Yeah.
I believe in the Juicy Daddy's appeal.
Let him know I will pen out a check up to $100 as soon as he's ready.
But the Juicy Daddies made me the CEO, so you got to take orders from me, Virginia. And guess what? You're fired.
Already, huh?
Great, less work.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Some of the coolest moments to ever happen in movies were not intentional. It's pretty cool. The accidental bloopers that became iconic movie moments, like in The 40-Year-Old Virgin. In fact, they just had Steve Carell on Kelly Clarkson's show, and he's doing, Kelly Clarkson. That whole thing was just ad-libbed. He was getting waxed for real, and he wanted to have the whole thing be organic, so he was just yelling out random things.
Oh, that's funny.
And then they edited together the montage, and then just him screaming Kelly Clarkson struck everybody as funny because it was just so random.
That was so amazing.
Yeah.
If you all watch that scene, you can tell all of the actors are trying not to really laugh. Their smirks look very real.
Yeah, it was really cool. There were so many other good moments from things that you just didn't even realize were ad-libbed. You know, Forrest Gump, an iconic movie. You might remember the one scene where he first meets his best friend, Bubba. And Bubba says to Forrest, my given name is Benjamin Buford Blue. People call me Bubba. And then Tom Hanks just responds, my name is Forrest Gump. People call me Forrest Gump. That was just ad-libbed. That was supposed to be. And they said, you know what? That's exactly how Forrest would respond in that moment. And they wound up keeping the whole thing, which I thought was absolutely great. One of the really funny ad-lib moments that happened was in the movie Rain Man. Do you remember when they're in the phone booth, which, if you don't even know what a phone booth is because you haven't seen them in probably 20 years, it was like a little glass cage that you would get in to make a phone call before we all had phones in our pockets.
It's the scene where Dustin Hoffman's character farts, right?
Yes, and that actually really did happen. Dustin Hoffman really did fart in the phone booth, and he and Tom Cruise like, oh my gosh, but they stayed in character and acted it all out just because, you know, they thought, we're going to have to reshoot this. It's going to be something. So they thought it might be something they could use in the movie. And they were such pros. They realized anything that you do together could accidentally be used in the movie.
Yeah, if you stay in character.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so
'cause those guys are awesome.
Well, and it kind of worked. It was kind of an endearing thing, and it was amusing, and it added a little bit of, humor to it. And so they wound up kind of keeping it in there. So I thought it was really kind of cool. Also, Mrs. Doubtfire had one as well. Robin Williams, who, that was one of the things they talked about with Robin Williams movies, was that he would ad-lib so much in the movies. You would just kind of like let Robin Williams go, and then you just kind of react to whatever he was doing.
The same thing with Jim Carrey. They're pretty much the same type of person. They would just go on these little things that no one knew about.
Right. So you remember that one part where he's trying to cover his face up with icing, and they come in and the icing is melting off of his face and his mask? That wasn't supposed to happen. They thought that the icing was going to stick and stay, but you use hot studio lights. And so as they were filming, the icing starts to melt off of his face, and he just, they kept it in there and they just kind of went with it. And then he said, oh, there you go. You got some cream for your sugar now. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that they did there. So just some cool impromptu movie moments. Another one that happened was on The Godfather. I don't know if you remember when Vito Corleone, he was the big mob boss Don. Well, there was a tiny kitten that just wandered onto the set. And for some reason, really, wound up liking the guy who was playing Vito Corleone. and crawled up into his lap, and he just started petting it. And they thought it was a nice contradiction of this mafia boss who was just petting a kitten. And you remember how they spoofed that with Dr. Evil?
Yes.
His hairless cat?
Yep.
That all really, in a sense, happened by accident from the movie The Godfather.
There's another one with The Godfather where there's a shooting in a car and the guy just goes, don't forget the cannolis. Something about the cannolis.
Leave the gun, take the cannoli.
Yeah.
That also was an impromptu movie moment from The Godfather. So, yeah, it was just really kind of cool. So I love those kind of moments. There's a ton of them. Well, one of the things that we were asking yesterday on the KVJ Show Facebook page, is there a movie quote that you actually use all the time in real life?
Sweep the leg, no mercy.
You always say that in business meetings?
Always. We talk about the competition.
Get him a body bag!
Yeah,
He actually does say that a lot.
I do use get him a body bag.
That's a great line.
That is, that's right.
Even Virginia knows
I
that
use
line.
it now because of you.
What's funny is that was such a throwaway in the background kind of a line.
It was, yeah.
And everybody knows that line. Like that knows karate.
It was
Kid.
one of the most amusing, douchiest lines I've ever heard.
was,
Get
yes.
him a body bag.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. There is one line that stood out more than everything else of people said that this is the line they use the most. Stephanie commented, but there's about 80 different people that said that whole line from Sandlot, "You're killing me, Smalls."
I hear that all the time.
That was the number one comment and by far of a movie quote that people use in real life.
People love that movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. And it's a great line that really you can use basically anywhere. Some of the other ones that were on there, Joanna said the line that she uses all the time, "You serious, Clark?" Remember that part of Christmas
Yeah.
Vacation?
Yes. Anything from Cousin Eddie is just epic.
You serious, Clark? Some of the other ones that people said that they used a lot, and this is big. You see this especially in memes. Kim said, yeah, my friend is always saying, well, that escalated quickly. Remember that? It was Anchorman, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Larissa said the movie quote I use all the time in real life, this one time at band camp. Remember the movie?
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
American Pie.
American Pie. Bird's got it. Yeah.
I had a crush on her. She, out of all the girls in that movie, she was my favorite
Really?
band camp girl, yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh, you liked what you do with her instruments, huh?
You know he did.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We know.
Bird went out and bought a flute that day. Just couldn't figure out where to put it. Some of the other ones, there's no crying in baseball. And Megan said she always uses Stay Golden, Pony Boy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good / corny movie. It's very corny, but very good.
And look at the cast on that. Was it The Outsiders, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Unbelievable.
Yeah, there's no fat on that.
Mm-hmm.
On that bone.
Yeah, no, it's all pretty good. Well, if you've got a movie quote and you want to add to the 500 plus comments, go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. We've always got some fun interactive stuff up there. Go and subscribe, follow along today.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
So Holly Madison, who was formerly on The Girls Next Door and a Hugh Hefner girlfriend that wanted to be a Hugh Hefner wife, and that never materialized for her while she was living in the mansion, but she was there for many years, from 2001 to 2008. That's a long time to be in the mansion, sleeping with Hugh Hefner. Ugh.
Yes.
That girl earned whatever money she got, and she definitely deserves a cut of the empire. But Crystal Hefner, who is Hugh Hefner's daughter, is now backing up some of Holly Madison's claims. Pretty crazy stuff. Holly said that back in the day, what Hugh Hefner would do is he would take these girls all out in the limo. We saw that on the show, and he would roll up to the club with all these girls. But what we didn't know is that he was purposefully getting them all super intoxicated. They were wasted out of their mind. And then he would take pictures of them in weird, compromising positions in various states of dress or undress. And he would save those pictures for blackmail and would tell them if they ever wanted to leave, he would make these pictures public. And a lot of the girls, apparently, according to Holly, stayed longer than they wanted to because they were afraid of these pictures that Hugh said he would release getting out.
Oh, wow.
And Crystal backed it up. And so did another girl who was married to Hugh Hefner. So, I mean, it's like, oh.
I think I saw somewhere just from a clip that Hugh's son is defending his dad. So,
I mean, I'm shocked that there's so much drama around the Playboy Mansion and the kind of culture that it is. I mean, I'm shocked that there's so many crazy stories about the Playboy Mansion and Hugh Hefner.
The Crystal chick that was married to Hugh from 2012 to 2017 confirmed that there were pictures. She found them in a box, ripped them up, and destroyed them to make sure that they were gone so none of these girls would ever be taken advantage of.
So Crystal's the girl he married.
Crystal's the girl he married.
Not his
Sorry,
daughter.
not his daughter. I'm sorry. I'm getting confused with his kids and his wife. Crystal was his wife.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry.
so I guess it does make sense if Hugh's son is defending his dad. That might make sense why, because I don't think that is that his mom that he's going up against, or it's
No.
another woman? Okay, so
Crystal's not his mom.
okay,
She's too young.
okay,
I think she's probably his age.
okay. So maybe that's what the internal rub is, and then is that the ex is kind of bagging on Hugh, and his son is like, "Oh no, you don't talk about my dad that way."
It's weird because I'm reading all the comments in the chat room, and most of the comments, I'm not saying all of them. I'm not living in absolute. A lot of them are going Cry Me a River. That's more of the tone that I'm getting is a Cry Me a River kind of thing that they.
I hear you.
I'm letting you know what
the chat room goes hard.
They go hard, but
And-
they're a big part of our audience.
I hear you, but nobody, even if you were a girl living in the house with Hugh Hefner, nobody deserves to be blackmailed from pictures that they had taken of them when they were drunk and half naked. That's not cool.
I agree, but I think the more tone would be what Toph is saying in the chat room. He was sleazy, shocking. I mean, I don't think anyone's shocked.
No, nobody's shocked. What shocks me is the details. And that's my favorite part of any scandalous story. The little details like this, that he had a box full of photographs that multiple women knew about, and that, yes, these pictures were used as blackmail. That's just kind of scandalous details that I knew nothing about.
Holly's definitely singing.
Oh, Holly is singing. And she's also got, a podcast and Money on the Line. And if TMZ picks up this story, which they have, it helps her get more podcast listeners. So, there is a money trail to follow there as well.
I'm just reading all the comments. Y'all are entertaining.
Patrick Mahomes' fiance, Brittany, boy, they come for her on social media. I feel bad for her because she's just like a little sweet.
You got to understand. Let me just from a lot of sports fans' perspectives. She posts a lot of videos with his brother Jackson, and his brother does these ridiculous TikTok dances and is always just showing how he's glomming off of his brother's fame. He shows himself on private jets. He's in the skybox. They had him down on the field and they put yellow plastic chains around his square so you couldn't get in the Jackson Mahomes square. And people are like, what a tool this guy is.
Well, you know how it goes. Not everyone likes your act or your shtick, especially when it comes to sports.
And his fiance, then fiance, now wife, I guess, she's really kind of just as annoying.
Is she a wife?
I think they may be married. They're at least engaged. I'm not sure.
They're engaged because they're still calling her fiance as of this morning.
They're very social media, look at me.
Yes, and then she does things like, remember his brother had dumped water on a fan at a game. His brother had gone into a Kansas City bar and ragged on them because they didn't serve him immediately and treat him like the celebrity he is. Meanwhile, people are saying, dude, you're the brother of a famous quarterback. You haven't done anything at all yourself to do this.
I'm not defending the brother.
I'm just telling you, this is how a lot of sports people feel about They love Patrick Mahomes, but they can't stand his brother and his fiance.
She's not defending the brother, and I'm not defending Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
I feel bad for Brittany, his fiance, because she was up in the suite at the game at Arrowhead Stadium.
Yeah.
We all watched it. It was an amazingly emotional game. And if you were Patrick Mahomes, Team Mahomes, you were very happy at the end of that game. And so she had a bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
She uncorked it and did that thing where you spray the champagne in the air.
Oh, yeah.
But now they're coming after her because I guess it was like it's an outdoor stadium, and some of the people that were sitting in the seats in front of them got hit with champagne, and it's cold.
It's freezing cold. Kansas City is a freezing cold town.
And now they're coming for her.
Well, and it's the look at me. Here I am in a skybox, and I'm going to shower you with the champagne that they didn't want. So you're not going to get the champagne. You're not drinking the champagne, and you're freezing cold while I'm warm in my box, and I'm going to douse you down with this beverage. And so people are like, again, the entitlement, and you're just kind of peeing on the guy below you.
Symbol is she's up on the press box looking down on the people.
That's exactly what all the symbolism is.
Peeing with champagne.
So I know you're saying poor her, but a lot of people don't feel.
I think she's young and dumb.
That's not an excuse.
I know. I just feel bad because she's young and dumb.
Because there's a lot of people who are young and smart, too. What about them? There are young, smart people out there.
Yeah.
Several members of Chiefs Kingdom have come to her defense, pointing out that, look, she's just celebrating and she didn't mean to do this, and it was just an adverse reaction of her celebratory move.
This isn't her first, and it's the continual videos and everything you see from her and his brother Jackson. It's unlikable.
You don't.
So you add this to everything else, this isn't the first offense.
Exactly.
All right.
You lost this one, Virginia.
I'm sorry. I still feel the way I feel. You know me. I double down on bad decisions.
You don't know about the young, smart people because they're not on TikTok. They're legit doing something, reading a book.
I see young and dumb, and I just identify. I don't know. And that's what's going on. Not now, but back in my day. That's what's going on in your dirt.
All right, I got a celebrity birthday today. Ellen Degeneres is turning 64 years old. I'm sure that all the people on her show are going to get her something very nice for her birthday. Probably very excited to celebrate with her.
I wonder how overly friendly Ellen is now when she walks into the office.
It's a good question, yeah. What is it like now?
I would love for somebody to spill the beans on that. Is she just as nasty?
There's no way she could
Has
be.
she turned over a new leaf? Has she gone nastier?
She'd have to go the other way because they were gunning for her so hard. If she would have farted the wrong way, you would have heard about it.
I would love somebody to tell what that's like backstage these days.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't have that story yet to find out.
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Wait till...
Come for you too, Timberlake.
Also, got a birthday shout out here to RJ, having a happy 16th birthday from Mommy, Daddy, Sarah, and Nala. Also, Addison, happy birthday. You're an amazing daughter. Love Mommy and Daddy. She's turned 11 today. Luz sent that in. Also, happy 29th birthday to my husband, Jamie. That is coming in from your wife, Brittany, your sons, Lucas and Leo, and the fur babies, Katniss, Athena, and Ollie. And we got a photo of them there. Yeah.
I like when you name a cat Katniss.
It's a great name for a cat. Also, we got Michaela Quinn. She is having her 9th birthday from Mommy and our entire crazy family. You got a photo of her there on KVJ TV.
Cutie.
Happy 42nd birthday to my husband, Eddie. May you have the perfect day from your wife, Becky. And there is a photo of them together.
Aw, look at those lovebirds.
Big old heart in the background.
That's a great picture.
Yeah. And also birthday wishes to love my life, Danny Bear. Can't wait to get out and see y'all again. Maybe Jay-Bird can sit for a longer ride. That's from Jody Marie Katz, a.k.a. Chili.
I just saw that. It's the motorcycle couple.
Oh, you want to get back on the motorcycle.
They were at the Lake Park Rust Market.
Yeah.
And they stopped.
Of course a motorcycle guy was at the Rust
They
Market.
stopped and talked to me. And at first I didn't recognize them because,
You were a little overserved.
that was the Crazy Horse Day.
Yeah.
Yes. And they go, we're the motorcycle couple. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah. Chili and her motorcycle man representing the Treasure Coast Enforcers.
Oh, they're adorable.
So we gave you guys a lot of airtime. They go, yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. Stop. Motorcycle gangs don't want to be talked about on the radio. That makes it like not cool.
I don't think he's in a gang, Virginia.
Oh, I thought he was.
The
The Enforcers. That sounds like a gang to me.
He was in a gang.
I don't know. I've never been in a gang, but if you call yourself the Enforcers, I feel like you could really mess somebody up.
You should be in a gang.
Virginia was just referencing her younger days, though she still parties harder than most 21-year-olds.
Thank you for the respect.
Yes. Got a fun little game here. I know we played just a week ago with Jaybird, younger or older than, where you name a celebrity, and then you got to try to determine, is that celebrity younger or older?
It turned a little insulting, Kev. Imagine that.
Yeah. I know you're relishing your chance for payback here, Jaybird.
I'm going to be sweet as apple pie, actually.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Whatever.
I am.
Okay.
One question in, we're going to have a fight. We're going to turn on each other, and then it's going to be a bloodbath.
I'm in a very peaceful state.
Okay. That's what he's saying. Guess we'll see if it's legit or not. Okay, here we go. Jaybird, younger or older than? We're going to see if these celebrities have more or less age than Virginia. Now, Virginia was born on July 27th, 1973.
Yes.
For reference.
You old?
Mm-hmm.
I am what I am.
Yeah, that's right. You are what you are.
I got a lot of Botox in my face, but, you can't beat Father Time.
No one can.
He's
Nobody
undefeated.
can.
Undefeated.
You can
Yep.
try, and I am.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jaybird, what do you think about this celebrity, Angelina Jolie? Is she younger or older than Virginia?
Jolie is just older than Virginia.
Okay, you are wrong.
Virginia's younger.
Virginia's younger. Yeah, Virginia is younger than Angela. No, Angelina Jolie is younger. That's how it goes.
I did a stupid Jedi mind trick on you. I apologize.
Yeah.
I started
Wait,
talking
what?
wrong, and I confused the audience and the host. Good job, Bird. Ding.
Do we have a shocker?
It's like, wait a minute.
Every time
really?
he derails your game, can I shock him?
You got a lot of nerve because you are Derailed Junior.
Yeah. Now, Angelina Jolie is younger.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Than Virginia. She was born in 1975. Virginia born in 1973.
Wow. So I gave you a compliment there.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How about Kate Beckinsale?
Beckinsale is older than Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct on that. By 1 day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beckinsale is so hot still. If you don't
Amazing,
follow
yeah.
Beckinsale on social media,
Yeah.
you are missing out. She is so playful and adorable.
Who do you think is hot? If you didn't know Virginia, who's hotter, Beckinsale or Virginia?
If I didn't know Virginia, well, I have to say Beckinsale because I don't know Virginia. So, thank you for making that easy.
No, me or not, it's Beckinsale. I mean, she's like next level. I would give both my pinkies to look like Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, I hear you. She's one of the more gorgeous women on planet Earth. All right, what about Rachel McAdams?
McAdams is way younger than Virginia. Not way younger, but she's younger.
Damn.
She's younger than Virginia.
She is younger than Virginia, yeah. She was born in 1978.
Okay. She's around my age.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not way younger.
You're right. You're right. It wasn't way younger.
Tiptoe.
Can I have my head back?
No.
What do you think about Jennifer Aniston? Is Jennifer Aniston older or younger than Virginia?
She's definitely older than Virginia.
Yeah, she is, yeah. By about 4 years. She was born in 1969. How about Charlize Theron?
Theron's younger than Virginia.
Yeah, you're right again. 1975 on Charlize. Jaybird is now picking up fire here. Natalie Portman
Younger.
is younger, yeah. 1981 for her. How about Rachel Weisz? Rachel Weisz.
I guess my second question would be, who the hell's Rachel Weisz?
Wasn't she in The Mummy? Was she in the original Mummy with Brendan Fraser?
You're not helping him.
Okay, from back in the day, she's got to be older than Virginia then.
She is older, yeah, by 3 years. Kate Winslet. You know who she is, right?
Winslet is...
From Titanic.
She is... I think she's my age. So she's younger than Virginia.
Yeah, younger.
How old?
She was born in 75.
Okay.
Kate Winslet's in my favorite movie that I just rediscovered, The Holiday. If you haven't watched The Holiday with Kate Winslet and Cameron Diaz, it's so good.
What's it about?
I'm not telling you because you're setting me up for a snore.
What's it about? Well, the title kind of tells you.
I mean, I would rather have Kevin speed bag my nards than to watch
The Holiday is so good. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, you know what? Unlike you, I'm a good friend. I will watch the movies you tell me to watch.
I try to watch the movies you tell me to watch, but they're not on Netflix.
Netflix.
Is it on Netflix?
I'm not paying for that HBO or the Peacock.
I've told her, you've heard me tell her 10 times, I would pay for The Usual Suspects
Do
for her
it.
to watch that.
Yeah.
Do it. Send it to me.
You're going to have to buy whatever platform it's on, I think.
know.
Yeah.
They got that on DVD.
How about Amanda Peet? Is Amanda Peet older or younger than Virginia?
This is a tough one. This is close.
She's hot, too.
Whole 9 yards?
I love her in the whole 9 yards.
I think Amanda Peet is just older than Virginia.
You're correct. She was born in 72.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, Bird, you've only missed one so far.
Yeah, you're actually really good at this.
I should have missed that one. Looking back, Bird, come on.
Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
What about Liv Tyler? Is she younger or older than Virginia?
So I think Liv Tyler is a little older than me. Oh, this is a tough one. Because I'm trying. Because the Crazy video came out, and I really had a crush on Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
But that came out with 90.
It was in like the 90s. Yeah.
I think she's
early 90s.
She's a little old. Nope, she's younger than Virginia. She's younger than Virginia.
It's a big one.
It is a big one. She's younger.
Younger than
Yes.
Virginia. Liv Tyler. Burr, you're correct. 90%.
Look at you.
That might be the highest score you got since 3rd grade.
What was she? How old was she?
She was born in 77.
My age. That's
July
okay.
1st, 1977 for Liv Tyler.
I loved her at Empire Records. Remember that movie?
I do, yeah. That was mid-90s that came out. So there you go. Very nice, Bird. Did very well.
Feels good to win. Oh boy. And just I have to mix that up with World Record Wednesday.
Yeah, that is going to be coming up here, World Record Wednesday. And you say you're blowing a pee today?
I'm blowing a pee down the hall.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
What?
I'm blowing a pee.
Who's P?
I don't know, but he's down the hall.
What does P stand for? Pete?
I don't know if there's any.
Patrick?
I need to blow hot air on a pee.
Well, you've been blowing hot air on a mic all morning.
Well, I'm pushing it with my mouth.
Okay.
No, with my air. Ah, boy. Yeah.
The description right now is just pretty amazing.
Maybe just show us, don't tell us.
No, you're taking a pee, you're putting it on the ground, and I'm blowing it.
I'm taking a pee.
I'm blowing
You can't pee in here.
Yeah, a little round object.
Kevin, you explain it.
Yes. A little round object, Virginia, is going to be placed on the ground, and he has to push it with air across the floor,
The
41
floor.
feet.
But with one blow. I can only blow it once. I could go, whoo! It's only one blow.
Once is probably enough.
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's the stipulation of the world record.
It's got to go 41 feet, 3.5 inches to break the world record in one single breath.
I've never seen you blow, but we can ask somebody who has. Denny's!
Yes.
He has seen me blow.
I know.
The audience has heard it. All right, here we go. Time for another round of World Record Wednesday. Bird is going to be going for a world record where you take a pee and you blow it across the floor, but in one breath, you got to move it 41 feet, 3.5 inches. That was what was done in just one single breath.
I've practiced this one, believe it or not.
Okay, good.
And this is not, it's not easy. This guy can blow. The champion, the champ,
Yeah.
big time lungs. Big air.
Time lungs.
Big
Okay,
blower.
big air. How's your air today, do you think?
I don't know, dog.
Okay.
You got that long COVID, so I would say probably not good.
I don't know if I like being painted with that brush. Oh, you know Jason Pennington. He's got that long COVID.
Yeah.
They might freak you. Don't stop.
Yeah, I wouldn't put that on a dating resume.
How about this? Just stop.
Yeah.
That's the only thing wrong.
These peas are frozen, they are hard, and they are round. And they
Okay.
are ready to be down the road, baby.
Okay. Do we have a tape measure?
It's everything's ready to go.
Marked off?
All you have to do is look back there, and all you have to do is tell me what I'm going to do. Predictions.
Okay, you guys have the distance already
Yeah.
marked off?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We're ready to go, baby.
Okay, well, let's do it. Are you ready, my friend?
As soon as I hear my theme music.
Okay, let's do it.
World Record Wednesday, gotta give your best. World Record Wednesday, we're chasing greatness today.
Okay. Can Bird do it? This is going to be real quick here, Virginia.
That's what she said.
Yeah. 41 feet. That is getting up onto the world record. 42 would be the world record. So 21 feet would be halfway to the world record. Do you think Jaybird can get a pee in one breath 21 feet?
I just don't think it's possible.
You don't think even half of the mark he's going to be able to get?
I don't think so.
Okay, so you're going under the KVJ respectable of 21 feet. Suits, where are you sitting on this? Suits is pointing way down.
Suits is also laughing.
Way down, okay. All right. Yeah, I think this is going to be tough. That seems really impressive. I don't know how. I mean, you would think it'd take a Cat 5 to blow a pea that far.
You would think.
I don't know. I mean, what kind of lungs do you think Pennington's got here? I'd say maybe Cat 1 or Cat 2. I don't know.
He's got tropical force storm
Tropical
winds.
storm force
yeah.
lungs. Okay. All right. So maybe he's not going to cut it. All right. Well, we've got this up on KVJ TV, or you can watch it on the KVJ Show Facebook page. Either way, you can check it out. We'll see how Bird does here. He'll be on his knees blowing a pea.
Kevin just said I'll be on my knees blowing a pea.
Yep.
Tell me he's wrong.
Yeah. No. It's
I'm
right.
not wrong. No, I'm literally on my knees getting ready to blow a pea.
Okay. All right, Jaybird, let's see how you do here. Anytime you are ready, you can let us know. You'll be like, okay, and give us a quick little countdown from 3 to 1, and then give us a nice little huff on that thing.
Sounds good, Kevin. Denny's, Sweet Denny's filming. He'll also be the official marker. I'm going to give you a 3, 2, 1. I'm going to blow.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh, it's going, baby. It is. We at least got past. Okay, Denny's.
Okay.
I would say you're at 16.5 feet.
16.5 feet.
Okay. How do you feel about 16.5 feet? Now, Virginia, that is below the 21 feet, which is the halfway mark. It is the under.
It's better than I thought it was going to be.
Would you like to take back your comment about tropical storm force wind lungs?
No, I still think he's below average lungage.
You still think his blowing blows?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I'm saying is this, Coach.
Okay.
We got enough for another round. I got peas galore up in here.
How's
try
your
one more
breath?
time?
I feel like one more time now. I know what's going on.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more seasoned.
Are these regulation sanctioned peas?
They are regulation.
They're frozen, you said.
They are frozen and they are round.
We better hurry before they thaw.
Yeah, they're probably thawed by now. All this yapping.
It's a good point. I think I can do better.
They were frozen this morning.
If I don't do better, do what you will with me.
Okay, so you're at 16 and a half feet on try one?
Yeah, try one.
Okay. All right, let's give it another try here. Let's see if Jaybird can beat his own mark of 16 and a half feet.
Get out there with your defrosted pea.
Yeah.
There's no way it's still frozen.
It's just going to just sit there now.
It's been sitting here in
Yeah.
the corner.
He's going to wind up popping along. Okay.
Go for it this time. I mean, really turn it out. You
Yeah,
forgot your phone.
Oh, it's not my phone. I don't have the code. Whose phone is this? Is this your phone?
No.
What code?
To get into the hold on.
I think it suits his phone.
Yeah.
Or Denny's. This is a well-oiled machine.
Look at all the chaos. Suits had to run away from KVJ TV. He's trying to help Jaybird. Jaybird's running over here. All the while, his peas are thawing.
Oh, his peas are so thawed. I could eat them.
So, as long as it
They're
takes to try to,
lukewarm
yeah,
now.
all the time he's taking trying to get this thing going for round 2. He's undoing himself here.
What's the record for lukewarm peas?
Yeah.
I
And you know what? Here's the other thing. Now he's winded.
He's just been running.
So while his peas have been thawing, he's been running around, so now he has no breath to blow the pea.
You're certainly not setting yourself up for success, sir.
Are the old Muppets done talking?
I don't know. Well, we're going to let you fail again, then we got more comments.
Yeah, these Muppets in the balcony are not done.
Yes. Okay, here we go. This is round 2. The world record, 42 feet. That would set it. 21 feet, KVJ respectable. His first attempt, 16.5 feet. Jaybird is trying to blow a pea across the conference room that we have, or the lobby that we have out there. Okay, Jaybird, you do the countdown and then blow away.
All right. 2, 1. We got a 3, a 2, a 1. Oh, no! I muffed it!
Oh, no.
Muffed it.
Oh, you shanked it? All right, try another one here. Okay, so try
Let me do it again.
Try
Kevin,
2.
you have the patience of a saint.
Oh, I know, right? Okay, here we go. Third attempt.
You hired her. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that one
No!
blew it
He's
again.
doing worse and worse, Kevin. When are you going to pull the plug on this crappy bit?
Kevin, please don't make me do it again.
Please don't make me do it again. You begged for another chance at redemption.
I should
And now you're begging that I pull you out of your attempt at redemption?
He's giving you the best blow he had. The first one, done.
Oh, he was so excited about
all
doing another one.
downhill
I thought,
from here.
One was probably good enough, but no.
No.
laughing. Wait.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, there you go.
He's
All right,
picking
well,
up his peas and he's going home.
He's sulking back to the studio. All right. We'll just keep it at 16.5 feet. All right. So if you want to try that at home with your own mark, try to beat the bird, 16.5 feet is what you got to do. There is a fun little social media challenge that is going off now because of the Chiefs-Bills game
Oh, yeah?
that happened on Sunday. The miraculous comeback, Patrick Mahomes, if you didn't see it, he and the Chiefs, well, they're like at their own 25-yard line, drove 44 yards in just 2 plays to kick a game-tying field goal to force overtime, in which they won and beat the Bills on Sunday. And he did that drive to tie the game in just 13 seconds, which people are like, I mean, you've only given Patrick Mahomes 13 seconds. That's not a lot to work with when you got to drive 44 yards, but in 2 plays, they're able to do it. So now people are trying to see what else they can do in only 13 seconds. So it's the 13-second challenge. If you find the hashtag 13-second challenge, you'll see people doing all kinds of stuff, like reciting the alphabet, putting on makeup. One guy ran and got his mail in 13 seconds. Do you think you could put on your makeup in 13 seconds, Virginia?
No way.
No way. You couldn't do it.
No way.
Do you think you could make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in 13 seconds?
Maybe, yeah. I do believe I could do that.
I don't know how good it would be, but I think you could. I think that's one that you definitely could do.
Definitely.
What's the peanut butter and jelly?
Yeah, I think
13
15
second
seconds you
challenge,
could do
yeah.
The
that.
peanut butter and
Yeah.
jelly is absolutely doable.
You are not lying. The thing that killed me in the end with that pee,
Yeah.
the running back and forth.
Yeah, no, I saw you hustle on like he's killing his wind right now.
You need every bit of breath. And even if you're slightly out of breath, you're done.
You can't hustle on your way to try to break that world record.
110%.
Yeah. Do you think you put your hair in a ponytail in 13 seconds, Bird?
I do.
Okay.
Now I wonder how great it would look.
Right. I think that's the question with any of this. You could rush it and maybe do it, but it wouldn't be done well.
Let me see. Let me try to do a good pony in 13 seconds.
Okay.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Yeah, could you do it? Okay, he's kicking his hair out.
You got the timer going?
Okay, we've got a 13-second timer here.
Am I allowed to have the rubber band on my hand, or I have to pick it up?
I think you have to pick it up.
Okay, I like it. All right, I like it.
Okay, on your mark, get set, and go. All right, 13 seconds. Can
you
Bird
got
put his
this.
hair in a ponytail in just 13 seconds.
Plenty of time.
He's got it. All right, and it is done. Bird, you beat the 13-second challenge.
It's not cute, but it's in a pony.
So if I had more seconds, I could have done a double loop. I could have got.
You did have
yeah,
more.
plenty of time.
okay.
Yeah.
I kept that up there so you'd see how much extra time you had.
A pony I can do.
Yeah, okay. So that is done. We'd like to take some ideas for 13-second challenges. We'll see what we can do tomorrow on the show in just 13 seconds.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
So
They're having little kids trying to do the alphabet in 13 seconds, which is
that's
very,
cute.
very hard to do.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
You can totally do that.
Ralston did it.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah.
But they were making the kids do it backwards after a few drinks.
Oh, that's smart. Get the kids drinking.
I love to give my kids booze and then video them.
Yes. It's a good thing to put up on social media.
Oh, yeah, people love it.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. All right, read the comments on that. Okay. Any ideas? We'll try them tomorrow. Your 13-second challenges. You can text them to us or send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, I love this clip. Snoop Dogg has a huge gig on Super Bowl Sunday. He's doing the halftime show with Dr. Dre and company, but I guess even while he is preparing for the Super Bowl halftime show and getting all that great, he's still thinking about collabs that he's never got to make happen, that he's always wanted to make happen. He wistfully announced in the studio the collab he wishes he could have had. Did we pull that audio?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh, sweet.
You worked with like damn near everybody on. Is there anybody that you still haven't worked with that you're looking forward to?
Oh, that's good. Sade.
Oh, come on, bro, do it. Please. Come on, man.
Have you reached out to him?
Snoop, reach out to Sade, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Maybe Def Jam Universal can make that.
Ooh, that'd be good.
That would
Snoop
be
and Sade.
great.
Yeah.
You know what I found out about Sade? She doesn't do interviews really or press. She's not on social media.
She
Yeah.
doesn't care about that stuff.
She's very behind the scenes, which I like that.
She's about the music.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that she's not telling everybody that she's eating eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
I love it.
It
Right.
makes her more of a mystery and makes us like her more. Like we want to know what's going on over there. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think that'd be an awesome collab. We'd be here for it.
Virginia's here for it.
And then finally here, did you see where Cardi B's lawsuit against a YouTuber was settled by a judge? Now, this just goes to show you can't say whatever you want about somebody. This YouTuber by the name of Tasha K. She's a gossip blogger.
She's got a following.
She's got a big following on YouTube because this girl, claims to have a lot of inside information about different rappers. And so she went on her YouTube show and said a bunch of stuff about Cardi B. She said Cardi B was a prostitute and Cardi B used cocaine and that her child would be born with mental disabilities. She also claimed Cardi B had herpes and had cheated on her husband and all this crazy stuff. And people believed it because they believed Tasha K.
So the one that they'll probably get her the most on is her talking about the herpes. Because if especially if Cardi B does not have herpes, that would be
Right.
easy to prove slam dunk home run right. That
course.
alone right there.
Your medical records will prove.
The other stuff is almost opinion based. You know what I mean?
A federal jury in Georgia just awarded Cardi B $4 million. Now, I don't know if she'll ever see it from Tasha K, the YouTuber, because I don't know. Something tells me Tasha doesn't have $4 million just sitting in the bank. But Cardi B and her attorneys, they've been fighting this since 2019, and they proved infliction of emotional distress. Cardi got on the stand and testified that she felt suicidal after this YouTuber's accusations, and the judge and the jury believed her. And so now, I think forevermore, Tasha K is going to have to share her income with Cardi B.
Good. Wow. Yeah. Have some accountability for
Every
it.
time you do a story now, you're giving a little bit to Cardi B.
Yeah.
Every time you do any YouTube and YouTube cuts you any check, you got to give some to Cardi.
Here she is celebrating after her big court win.
Thank you to the jurors, I made a very fair and right decision. And you know how hurtful things were, because this was very hard for me. It put me into a lot of emotional distress. These past couple of years have been difficult for me and constantly reliving it. It's very hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. You got to watch what you say. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All right, coming up here in just a second, we have got your makeup or breakup emails. Before we get to that, though, Virginia's got to let us know something that I guess has disappointed her.
Oh, boy.
On National Spouse Day today.
So Panda finally got even?
So we were out to dinner on Friday, and I was very excited. Me, Panda, Rocco, Jerry Soma, we're all over at Evo in Tequesta having a beautiful meal. And Panda drops the bomb to Jerry, not even to me, that he thinks his Mardi Gras days are over. He's never going back to Mardi Gras.
Oh, no.
He's not going to go this year, and he doesn't see it in the foreseeable future.
Why?
Ever again.
Okay.
You said you asked why? Well,
okay.
Have you seen my Insta stories from Mardi Gras?
He just can't handle it anymore, huh?
Panda is not a big partier.
Yeah.
He doesn't like drinking.
Okay.
He's not a drinker, and we drink.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm from New Orleans. This is Mardi Gras. This is my Christmas.
Well, there are some people who drink, and then there are some people who drink.
Yeah.
And you drink.
So for him, it's not really fun, and it's tough for him to handle, and he just thinks it's better if he just doesn't go.
Yes.
Let me ask you this. Do you think him not wanting to go to New Orleans or Mardi Gras, is it more you or is it more the environment?
I think it's everything. So he doesn't like the drinking. He doesn't like the fact that, all of us just whoop it up. He also doesn't like crowds. He also doesn't like to just generally go out much anymore. I just think he's over it.
Well, is it possible he's more in dad role?
Yeah, but Rocco's going.
Okay.
My babies have never missed a Mardi Gras unless Mardi Gras was canceled.
So does it make it then tougher for you because you got to be more alert and astute on Rocco's actions?
Yes.
Okay.
And does that breed?
No, I'm fine.
But that means that you got to be a little bit more on your game as mommy.
Right.
And Virginia Party Girl can't cut as loose as she would.
That's true. That's true.
Okay.
Or is this one of those things where Virginia heard Panda say something and she's going, "Oh, if we get Panda on the," all I'm saying is, if we get Panda on the phone, it's gonna be like, guys, it didn't go down like that. Of course, I want to go to Mardi Gras.
No, he does not want to go to Mardi Gras.
Okay.
He made it clear. He's done.
Okay.
I think the exact quote was, "My Mardi Gras days are over."
Really? Okay. And that was the first you'd heard of it. There wasn't any kind of discussion.
I didn't know it was a definite. I didn't know it was that solidified.
Yeah.
I was
okay.
still hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because we went to New Orleans, all of us together, when the Bills and the Saints played.
Mm-hmm.
And we all hit the French Quarter. We all had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
So I was hoping that maybe, we could build on that fun.
Do you think it's more the environment or more of the drinking with you?
Yes.
Okay. So do you think you would go if you didn't drink?
If it was just a...
Well, that'll never happen.
Okay,
Kevin,
all right.
Kevin brings up
Yeah.
a good point. You guys are all going as a family. It's just going to be, we're going to see the sights. There's going to be no drinking. If we make
Yeah.
it crazy with a couple wine coolers or a
Yeah.
cider, do you, did he go to that?
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. I
Okay.
can't speak for him on that question. But, I mean, a Mardi Gras without drinking, that's just like...
Just not. You can't do that.
What the fun is that?
So what do you think? There's obviously a deterrent why your husband doesn't want to go to Mardi Gras with you. Do you think it's singularly you, or is it the chaos of everyone else drinking?
So if I had to ascribe a percentage of blame, I would say 60% me, 40% environment.
Okay, thank you for finally answering the question.
Okay.
I asked it 3 times and Kevin just asked it once. Yeah, it's you. We were trying to break it down.
Okay. So that's what it is.
I think so.
Okay.
All right. Damn.
Do you think that will there be any animosity held? Is there any kind of grudge because of his decision, or do you get where he's coming from and respect it?
I'll be sad because he came to many, many, many Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
He's not the only person. I want to defend Panda for a second. He's not the only person that doesn't like to be around a bunch of drunk crowds.
Oh, I know.
I'm a drunk, but I don't even like drunk big crowds. I don't know if I would love Mardi Gras. It'd be cool for about an hour and a half. They'd be like, all right, Virginia, we got to stop this.
Oh, no. We go for 10 hours a day, all day, every day.
But nobody has the stamina like the Raging Cajun Gremlin over here.
My sister does.
You guys are cut from the same cloth. It's like Anakin. It's like Luke and Leia. It's the same thing. You guys come from...
I don't get your Star Wars reference, but I think it's a compliment.
It's a compliment that you guys are cut from the same...
Well, and that could be part of it, too, because he feels like, all right, all I am is a babysitter right now, and you're with your sister, and you guys are doing your drinking thing, and he's just kind of standing there like, all right, what do I do now?
Yeah, I mean, to me, good times are what you make them.
Okay, elaborate on that.
I can find a good time in a shoebox.
Really?
Kevin, my thoughts exactly. Really? A shoebox? There's going to be some complaining. She couldn't even do the balloon.
She said, I could have fun in a shoebox if I'm drinking. So
I'm drinking.
You need the key words, if I'm drinking. 3 magical words you can put on anything for Virginia, and she would have a good time. But it has to be if I'm drinking.
If I'm drinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Because if you are sober in a shoebox, I'm betting my life on it that you're not having a good time.
All right, well, we got some emails here. There's all kinds of issues going on here on National Spouse Day. One about somebody having some problems with what their husband revealed in therapy. It says here, makeup or breakup. So I caught my husband in a massive lie. He is in the Army, and when we first started dating 5 years ago, I asked if he was ever deployed, and he said yes. He was deployed once to Africa. But then last week, in couples therapy, he confessed to having night terrors about his deployment in Afghanistan. He had this intense story and said that he had to shoot a little kid that was throwing a bomb at him.
Oh, my gosh.
And how he has nightmares now every night because of it.
Oh.
Well, I was so confused because I thought he had only went to Africa. So I found his Army records, and it turns out he was never deployed overseas anywhere ever.
What?
He was never
no
in the
Africa
Army?
and no Afghanistan?
Was he even in the Army?
He was in the Army, but he was never deployed overseas anywhere.
What?
He eventually confessed to this and told me he had lied about being deployed to get my attention and sympathy. Is this a makeup or breakup?
I mean, for me, this is a breakup.
Yeah, for me, I think he's crazy, and this is such a deep thing that you don't lie about. You lied to a trained therapist in a session? What are you doing?
And not only that, you are going to continue the lie. You slipped up and said the wrong place you were deployed to.
This guy has issues.
I would have to. Well, your whole relationship is built on a lie. For some people, the whole military thing is so important to them, and that jumps into their heart because they have a military background. And to go back on that, that's the biggest slap in the face.
It's just weird. Like, why would you lie about that?
Well, why do people catfish?
Yep, it's a catfish.
It is a catfish.
It's a catfish for attention, and that tells me something ain't right in his brain.
And I'm not saying you have to hate this person, but they've clearly done something to where how could you trust that person? I couldn't trust that person.
And you know, there's a comment in the chat room that says, anybody who is at that level of pathological lying could be a dangerous person.
Thank you.
Agreed.
For you, I will pray, but I ain't gonna stay.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I'll see I'll have Suze put up a poll on this because I would like to see your husband, who was in the Army, lied about ever being deployed. Do you divorce him, yes or no? I'll have Suits put that up.
And if you were in the Army and you were deployed, how does this make you feel? Are we off base?
Yeah, that's because, in a sense,
off base.
He was, he was in the Army. So in a sense, I guess it's not stolen valor about lying about being a part of something that he wasn't at all. So he was in the Army. He just was never deployed.
But that's still stolen valor, though.
Is it?
If you're saying you did all this stuff and you're claiming to be this and that, and you really weren't, bring somebody in who's really done that
has
situation.
A Purple Heart and has been injured.
Yeah, you can
in the
still
line of duty.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they would, I'm sure, not take that well. All right, got another email here. This is all about spouses on National Spouse Day. I feel like we're kind of tarnishing National Spouse Day, though, with all of these, unfortunately.
Why can't we find a positive story?
I mean, this show kind of ruined marriage for me as it is, but today it's really
It's solidifying.
really putting that light on it.
Okay, is this a makeup or a breakup? My wife and I have been going through a rough patch, and during this tough time, she's been pouring herself into her career. Well, the other night, she comes home late, and the next day confesses that she went out for drinks with her boss, and he wound up kissing her.
Oh, Lord.
She feels terrible, and I do believe her, but she doesn't feel bad enough to leave her job, which I think she needs to do. She said that she makes too much money and doesn't want to start all over at a new company, wasting 10 years of experience. If she doesn't quit, though, is she choosing her career over me? And then at that point, aren't we likely over?
Yeah, I think you are, because she's showing you that the job and the money is more important than you feeling secure and safe in your marriage.
Well, what a terrible position the husband's in. Now he has to worry every time you're going to work that this creep.
Right. And you can't do this to your husband.
Was the beginning part, so they were having drinks together, you said?
Yeah, they were having drinks together. Then it sounded like he kissed her, and maybe she's trying to say, I can make sure that never happens again. At the very least, you have to say you can never be in a social setting with your boss.
Never.
I don't think you should ever have drinks with your boss, man. Especially in today's day and age now.
I'm having drinks with our boss tomorrow.
It's a different situation. I think it's a different situation, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I just think it's funny. Y'all dare me to kiss her?
Well, no, see, you're going in a group setting. I'm talking one-on-one with drinks with your boss. I don't think that's a good idea.
If one is a guy and one is a girl, yeah, and both of you are attracted to the opposite sex, it does make it weird.
Well,
and then if one of y'all is married or both of y'all are married, that doesn't make it weirder.
Look, I'm not saying you can't have drinks one-on-one and bad things are going to always happen. I'm just saying when things like this start to go down, it's not good.
For me, I don't know that it's a divorce and a breakup, but it would be something where we have to lay some new ground rules. I don't trust you with this individual, and you got to keep your distance. So, yeah, that's a tough one.
Oh, every time she does anything with work, including just going to work, you're going to be like all upset tummy.
And then what happens if, hey babe, yeah, I'll be home in about an hour. I'm having a drink with Ron. We're going over the portfolio for the new NASDAQ file we're debating about. I'll be home in an hour.
I would say, you know what, you can come home and you can do a virtual call with them.
Thank you.
There's got to be things like that. That has to be the new rules for this to be able to work.
But the fact that she would even this is just to make believe, this is the last part, but if all this went down and the guy tried to kiss her and then your mate tries to call you and go out for drinks again, that alone would
that's when I would say that
would bother me.
Well, that's where I would say that would be the deal breaker. This alone isn't, but we are now establishing new rules about your job and your boss, and if any of these are violated, then that's the deal breaker.
You also want to know, too, did she stop when the kiss happened? Did it go on longer?
Thank you.
Yeah.
There's just so much going on.
That's so important.
You won't know. All right, and a makeup or breakup email here says, I'm not thinking about leaving my husband, but this is still a problem that breeds resentment and could lead to a split later. I'm upset because I want my husband to do something for my birthday, and he never does. We've been together for 7 years, and the first year we were married, he told me that he didn't think that he had to do anything for my birthday because it's 5 days after Christmas. The following year, I still get nothing, not even a cake or a present. 2 years ago, I told him that growing up, I never even had a party and that is what I want for my birthday. Despite saying this, he still did nothing either year. In many other ways, he's a great husband, but his unwillingness to do anything for my birthday overshadows many of those good things. Maybe it's not fair, but I resent him for it. This thing is like a splinter in our marriage, and he doesn't want to take it out, even though I tell him that it is festering. Where does a marriage go from here? Do I give up for the sake of a peaceful marriage? My wanting a birthday party. Jeez. She just wants him to do this one thing for her, and he can't make this one thing happen.
It's weird that he's like so like not taking a hint on this one.
Well, she's hitting him over the head with a skillet, basically,
Right.
verbally. It's not like gray area. She's telling him, I want this.
Right.
And he's not willing to do that. And that is tough because there's a lack of respect and desire and all those kind of things you have to make a marriage work.
So I could give a frog's fat ass about my birthday. With that said, I just don't get why people can't be #be cool in a relationship. For example, if Panda likes a certain thing, you do that because maybe you don't like it. You still do it. If you know your mate loves a birthday, why is it so hard just to get a present and show something special?
Throw her a party, dude. She's telling you she never had a birthday when she was little. She's obviously carrying around the sadness of her childhood, and that's heavy. But you can change all that by just putting in a little effort and throwing her a party. I don't understand why this guy is so dumb.
But on the other end, I also get annoyed when adults put too much on their part. You know what I mean?
But this one is different, though.
I agree.
This one, she's going about it very sweet.
I agree.
Yeah.
The guy sounds like a boob. Why would you not just do a little extra for your... I don't get that. Dennis is my best friend. He's my best friend. We try to do cool things for each other because we like each other.
Right. And
you know what I mean?
you would think that your husband would do that for you. And in this case, you can't make people do things. And so some great suggestions in the chat room. Maybe find a good girlfriend and then you take this and you go off and you have your own party. You guys go on a weekend vacation to celebrate your birthday and he's not invited. And you say, I'm going to go celebrate my birthday. Clearly, you don't care enough to do it. So I'm going to go out with a friend and we're going to do it because you won't. And then call it that. And if he's got a problem with that, say, sorry, this is how it goes because I told you specifically I wanted acknowledgement in a party. You couldn't make it happen.
Get one of your best female friends and let her assume the role that he should be doing. And just say, look, can we put together a party for my birthday? I've never had one. I just think it would be so awesome. You're all I have because my man's an idiot.
Yeah.
This segment's called Makeup or Breakup, or it's called I'm So Glad I'm Single.
Yes.
Or it's also called Men Are Stupid.
You want to turn the world into a gender war. I got love for women, men, everyone in between. I want peace on earth. I don't know why you gotta hate men so much.
This text says, if you want to stay in that relationship, stop doing anything for his birthday. No gifts, no party, no acknowledgement. And if he asks you why, tell him, hey, I'm just doing the same way you are to me.
And no birthday
Oh, yeah.
cake, if you know what I
By
mean.
the ocean?
Yeah,
That's
there
right.
you go.
Time for another round of the Battle of the Generations. How well do you know your pop culture trivia from different eras? Putting it to the test today, we have got Lisa here, who is a Gen Zer from Lake Worth Beach. Hello, Lisa.
Hi.
And we also have Rita here, a millennial from Royal Palm. Hello, Rita.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, you ladies are going to be paired up with partners from your generation. Suits is representing the Gen Z, and Denny's representing the millennials here today. So if you can't get it, they can try to help you out to save a point.
It's tough because I love them all, them both so much.
Yes.
But I think Suits is winning, and the younger generation kind of thinks they're cooler than everybody. Kick his ass, Denny's.
Yeah. Well, they're leading by 2 right now over the millennials. It's 18-16. Gen Z has more wins, the most. So they got this. Let's see if they'll add to their win total or not. Now, I'm going to ask the question first of our contestants on the line. They have 3 seconds to answer. If they can correctly, they get 2 points. If not, our in-studio player can get it for 1. Okay, we're going to start off with Gen Z here. And Lisa, your first question. Lisa, what are the names of the parents in The Simpsons?
Marge and Homer.
Oh.
Okay.
Correct.
Wow.
Okay.
Denny's looks shook, Kev.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you can tell his
Very
world is
shook.
rocked. Okay. 2 points for Gen Z, millennials, and Rita. Your question. Which actress used the word entanglement to describe straying from her marriage to Will Smith?
Jada.
Jada what? I'm sorry?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Very nice.
Oh, Denny's.
Oh, feels good.
Okay.
Oh, Denny's. I don't know you could trash talk like that.
It's disturbing, isn't it?
Intense.
Okay, it's 2 apiece. All right, we got some players here on the line. Okay, next question for Gen Z and Lisa. What artist is responsible for the 2002 hit song 1,000 Miles? Okay,
Natalia.
don't. No, okay. Okay. Natasha Bedingfield. Yeah, that was a good guess. She had some hits in that era. Suits, can you save a point here?
I don't know why this name is jumping out at me, and I don't even know if it's the right name, but I'm going to say Vanessa Carlton.
That is correct.
Oh,
Suits.
I love his understated knowledge. Like he pretends like he doesn't know. But then he
Well, this
knows.
way, if I'm wrong, everybody's like, well, he didn't know in the first place. He was trying.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing.
That's a big point there. Okay, 3-2, Gen Z in the lead. Millennial, this is your question, Rita. Which famous singer was in Austin Powers in Goldmember?
I don't know.
Okay, Denny's, can you save a point here? What famous singer was in Austin Powers in Goldmember?
Was it Foxy Cleopatra, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, gosh, I can't remember the actress.
Really?
I haven't seen that since the theaters.
Oh, my God.
I can't remember. I only remember-
Beyonce.
How embarrassing.
Beyonce.
Oh,
how embarrassing for you.
Don't be so mean to Denny's. You be mean to me, don't be mean to Denny's. No.
Man. Okay. All right. So we got Gen Z in the lead. All right. Our next question here, Lisa. What rapper turned actor stars on Law and Order Special Victims Unit?
Oh, gosh. I have no idea. Ice-T.
Okay. Suits?
He
Any
knows
idea?
I love these shows. Ice-T is on it.
Oh, my gosh. Suits.
He loves that show.
Loves it.
I don't know. I like my Law and Order.
Oh, because Suits loves murder.
Full interesting.
Yes, he does. Okay, Rita, you've got to get this one solo to stay in the game.
Oh, gosh, Denny.
Okay, it's all on Rita right now. A lot of pressure here on the Millennials, or Gen Z gets another win. Seth Rogen, James Franco, Jason Segel, and Linda Cardellini got their start on what short-lived teen drama?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think it's enough points, but it's Freaks and Geeks.
it is, but yeah, you're going to fall short 4-3.
Beyonce, dog.
It was Beyonce.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It was a well-fought battle, but look at that. Suits and Gen Z with another win here today.
Great job, Lisa.
That understated confidence wins again.
Yep.
Oh, you can tell.
Feels
look,
good.
He's missing the tie today. He dropped the button. Look at him.
Okay. Impressive stuff.
You carried the team.
All right, Lisa, Rita, thanks for playing along, okay?
Thank you. Have a good morning.
Okay, you
too.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news.
Yeah.
So many people on meth. Ow!
Ow, 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 ow.
Well, 30-year-old Eric Bennett from Vero Beach got arrested on Saturday after cops found a bag of syringes in his pocket.
You can't do that?
Well,
What if you take some insulin?
He had a good excuse, Virginia. He was using them for fishing. But then when they looked further, they found a bag of fentanyl.
Oh, boy.
Well, you do know if you attack a fish with fentanyl, it will be knocked out.
Okay, I guess maybe that's what his strategy was, but I guess in Vero you can't fish that way, so they arrested him for some reason.
I wonder what made them arrest him. Was he doing something squirrely? If he's just out there fishing, what made the cops go out there?
He wasn't fishing.
So he was, yeah, but what was he doing though? Is what I want to know.
Sitting by a creek getting high.
He had to be doing something else though. I feel like
shooting up fentanyl.
If you're just shooting up fentanyl, you could probably hide and not get caught. I feel like there's something else going on there.
You gotta look.
What made him say, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?"
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, bud, you okay?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Because you look like you're tripping balls.
Yes. Well, there's an Alabama man that's accused of feeding his pet squirrel meth to make it aggressive.
We've heard this before.
People thought I was lying about that. This is a real thing.
Yeah.
People have guard squirrels, and they feed them meth, and then the squirrels attack people that come to their place.
Well, that guy appeared in court this week, and now he's facing several more drug-related charges that he racked up since his initial arrest.
I'm shocked.
I couldn't imagine what... I always tell you about those squirrels that used to live by my townhouse back in the day.
Yeah.
They were the meanest, jerkiest squirrels. I couldn't imagine them on meth.
Maybe they were.
They would have... Maybe they were.
Yeah.
But it was a whole group of them. Like a gang. They're all on meth.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know.
It didn't really look like a drug dealer kind of community.
I mean, maybe there's something with meth and squirrels that we don't know.
Well, you got to watch what you believe on TikTok. That's why a lot of people call it Trick Talk. And there was a Florida woman that was zipping through Zachary Kesey's posts showing the Swiss Alps in North Carolina. And she said, we got to take a road trip there. And so she got the whole family in the car, and they drove through the mountains in North Carolina. And as they came out of the mountains, they still didn't find the Swiss Alps. So she stopped at a local gas station to find out where they were. And they said, the Swiss Alps are not in North Carolina.
Maybe in Switzerland?
Yeah. This guy has a joke account where he does do a lot of traveling around the world, but then he'll post them up like they're all these random locations in the U.S. He'll say, look, this is, Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it'll show something absolutely amazing, like he's in an Italian town, and people are like, we got to go to Sioux Falls. And so all these people, because Trick Talk, are now traveling to all these small towns expecting to find the Louvre.
I feel bad for them.
Because they don't understand, like, the Louvre is not in Logan, Ohio.
Do you want me to say it?
Bless your heart.
Yeah. Well, there's a Dunkin' worker that has gone viral after giving a drive-thru customer $1 with her drink for a holiday he's made up called MILF Monday.
That's amazing.
Okay.
Thank you. What was the $1 for?
Oh, for the holiday today?
Oh, what's
you follow up. Did you check your app?
No.
You should have got the MILF Monday.
Oh.
Yeah, so you get the $1. We're just like here at Dunkin', we're trying to give back to like our local MILFs on Mondays now.
Very funny. Cute though.
No, I'm serious.
Okay. Have a good one.
You too, mommy.
Thanks.
Okay.
She sounded like she was eating it up.
She was liking it, but she was uncomfortable. But she was looking at him, and secretly she was thanking him.
I'm going to go ahead and say Duncan probably did not approve that.
Yeah, maybe not a company-sanctioned holiday.
I'm wondering how that's going to go down. Does he get in trouble for that, I wonder?
He'll probably get fired.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll probably get fired, but that MILF is keeping that $1, and you just made her day.
Well, let me ask you, because you'll get mixed reactions on this. Some women will go, oh my gosh, how dare you sexualize me? And then there's some women like you who go, I love it.
I fully endorse it. I think Dunkin' needs to, maybe you can get to them because you are the official voice of the Dunkin' Donut commercial.
I have a dog in this race.
If Dunkin' would do MILF Mondays, I would definitely go there more.
Well, the video racked up 6.1 million views and thousands of comments. Some thinking it was cute, others thinking it was creepy.
Kevin said rack.
Racked up.
A Milwaukee man allegedly noticed Burger King workers touching food without gloves and became so enraged that he wound up pointing a gun at one of the drive-thru workers.
Oh my gosh.
Then he said he no longer wanted his food and just wanted his money back, and then proceeded through the drive-thru. Employees say they then heard a bang, and they called the police, and when they came over, they found a car with a bullet hole in its trunk.
He shot his own car? Or he shot a different car?
A different car that was in the parking lot. Apparently, he shot at a car on his way out. The police found out who it was, and he's now been charged with several felony counts.
I mean, this guy came unglued.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. It's BK. What's up?
Some of them don't wear gloves, but guess what? That's the whole mystery of the burger. You don't know.
Yep.
You're in the drive-thru. Just tell yourself they're all wearing gloves.
I love when people go to fast food and act like they're going to get 5-star.
5-star.
Y'all do know you're in the BK lounge, right?
You're in the BK drive-thru thinking you're at the Breakers.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it might have been a flaw in his thinking there. Well, Kentucky police arrested a man allegedly behind a burglary spree where he broke into multiple homes and made off with nothing except for women's underwear and bras.
Oh, this guy had a plan. He had a target.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
This he's a different breed.
Oh, that's all he managed to get away with?
That is, yeah. A search warrant executed at his home turned up approximately 100 pairs of women's underwear and bras.
100?
A lot of these serial killer or murder shows I watch, not with all of them, but a good amount of them, they have a trait where they would start off breaking into women's houses and stealing their underwear and bras, and then getting out without anyone knowing. So it was the mystery and them not knowing where their underwear went that got them off, Virginia.
Right, because you could take like 1 or 2, I wouldn't notice. But if you took like 10 or 12, I'd be like, wait a minute.
You would think either Panda's doing a prank or we're doing a prank or something's off.
Or they got lost in the wash. I mean, there's so many things that can happen.
KJ in the chat room says BTK started off by stealing underwear.
Dang. Really?
Yeah. I'm not saying they all...
BTK is one of the scariest of all time.
His daughter's talking a lot these days.
She should. Shine a light on him.
Well, Michael Rappaport, the actor and comedian, is doing his part to try to thwart crime in New York. He posted a video on Tuesday showing a bold shoplifter at a Rite Aid in Manhattan getting shampoo and condoms and just walking right past the security officer and out the front door.
Wow, that's brazen.
Yeah, the video tagged Mayor Eric Adams' account, and it's kind of been making the rounds on social media, just showing how bold some of these criminals are now in New York City and the thefts that they're doing at retail and grocery stores. And I have seen the mayor, Eric Adams, on TV, and he is he's going to try to turn the tide because he said we are not going back to the way New York City used to be. So they have, over the last year or so, crime has kind of gotten out of control, and the new mayor is saying not having it. So if you want to go do your shoplifting, apparently get it out of the way fast because they're trying to crack back down on it.
Good. We can't be in a lawless world, y'all.
No, it's insane.
You can't tell people that, oh, if you shoplift, nothing bad's going to happen to you. Come on.
That's insane.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully they get something done about it. And finally today, more than $80,000 has been donated to a children's hospital in Buffalo.
Ooh.
After a Kansas City Chiefs fan challenged the team's fan base to donate to Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen's charity. But he encouraged people to donate by participating with $13 at a time to celebrate the 13 seconds it took for them to tie up the game and then beat the Bills in the playoff game on Sunday.
Yeah,
so it's good, but it stinks.
Yeah.
Well, what sucks for Panda is all these viral 13-second challenges are coming.
Just rubbing it in.
It's not leaving. That game is not going away.
No, because everybody watched that game. If you weren't watching that game, you turned it on at the end.
Yeah.
Like everybody did. Everybody saw.
Oh, yeah. 52 million viewers at one point in that game.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. Well, today was much warmer coming to work.
Much.
Wow, by probably 20 degrees?
20 degrees.
Yeah.
And then on the weekend, did you see coming up like on Sunday, we're going to be in the 30s.
I saw it's going to get cold again. Yeah,
so,
crazy.
Yeah, don't put away your Ugg boots just yet, girls.
Yeah.
Girl, I'm not.
Don't, girl.
I got to figure this whole thing out. It's throwing me for a loop because today's the day I wear a hoodie and a jacket.
No, today's warmer.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I still have something. What happened? Oh my God, I can't figure this out.
You look like the agent and the athlete.
Yeah,
Boo, do you want me to send you like an email at 5:30 and tell you what to wear when you leave the house?
Well,
Panda.
It's kind of my own fault. I was up there, I was looking at it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it just didn't register to me.
Look, you're talking to a guy who loves daring decisions when it comes to fashion. I think you nailed it.
Yeah. Well, apparently Virginia's got a friend that actually used the low temperatures as a way to get a free day. She called off work cold.
She called out to work sick, couldn't be there because she was too cold.
So she wasn't sick, she just was not warm.
Right. This was 2 mornings ago, and it was cold. Remember, we drove to work, and my car thermometer said 41.
Right.
That was cold.
What does she do for a living?
She does like billing, medical billing.
Okay.
It's clerical. There's an office. There's a bunch of people in the office, so she's not the only one. But she does have a pretty important job that nobody else in the office can do but her.
That's pretty. I mean, that's ridiculous. I knew somebody that called in for a fat day. They couldn't find anything to fit. They looked in the mirror and I'm not going to work. They basically called in to work for a fat day.
I'm calling in fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, anymore, I think with mental health, a lot of companies, they're like, hey, whatever you want to do, you do. And some days you may have a silly reason to others, but it's just a day where you're like, I just can't get it together to work.
It's that one mental health day, that personal day they call it, right?
Yeah.
I think they give us 2.
We get 2 a year?
I think you can go crazy twice.
Because they realize that we need more mental health days. They've heard the show.
Really? And that's not vacation?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like it's under the realm of sick days, but it's not specifically sick. It's more like I'm having issues. I can't come.
Good. I feel one of my ticks arise and I can't come to Friday.
I'll skip Monday, bro.
You're right. But Friday
we have fun.
You're right.
We usually drink on Friday.
Okay, Monday.
Michelle said, yeah, my boyfriend took Monday off too because it was too cold outside.
See? Maybe my friend's not alone.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, definitely not, because we asked the question on the KVJ Show Facebook page. What is the silliest reason you've ever used to justify taking a sick day from work? Lynn said, I had a roommate once call in blue. She had gone as a Smurf for Halloween and couldn't get the blue off her skin.
I get it.
That's amazing.
So she had to call in blue. Charlene said, yeah, we had a girl in the early 90s call in sick because she was out of hairspray. Okay. All right. Yeah.
I mean, that's the time when I would say you might want to make up a lie.
Michelle said, I had to call in because my keys were frozen. I somehow left them in a plastic bag in the freezer, and they were actually frozen.
Is this a good enough excuse? Let's say you're trying to leave your house, but it is raining that deep South Florida rain for over an hour and a half, and it doesn't stop raining. Are you able to say, boss, I can't get out to the car. It's pouring too hard.
I think your driveway or street has to be flooded for you to use that. If it's just raining, get an umbrella, get a plastic bag.
Raining hard, the winds are coming from all corners of the world.
Get a poncho and get it together.
That's not good enough for you, Kev? Pouring so hard.
Yeah, anymore, I'm telling you, bosses don't hold the power anymore. It's taken a flip during the pandemic, and if you want to take a day off for a hangnail, you can take a day off, and it's almost like your employer just has to take it because they can't find anyone to take your place. And I'm really kind of baffled by this. And the question that I have, because I talk to business owners saying, yeah, we can't get people to work this or that, and we're having to close down on certain days. And I'm like, well, what's going on? They say, well, it's some people saying that they're holding out for higher paying jobs, or they want this, they want that. And I don't know if they got spoiled by the stimulus money, but I was asking, I'm like, well, when I was growing up, you went to work because you had to have money. So what are these people doing for money?
Right. And the stimulus money wasn't that much, was it? I mean, they weren't cutting $20,000 checks.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of curious
really?
How this is going on. And, I was just reading yesterday about and telling you all about how expensive it's getting to have any kind of rent and how it's gone up. 40% in Delray, 38% in Boca year to year. So rent and everything is more expensive. We got inflation going on. Gas prices are going up. And yet people are saying, nah, I'm not going to work. So how do you get gas, pay for your apartment? I would like to know, because I would like to stay home too. I just haven't figured it out. You guys are doing something amazing I can't figure out here.
Everything seems to be up.
Yeah.
Am I the only one noticing cereal is at a
cereal is
next
at
level?
A ridiculous level. And it makes me so mad because I don't eat cereal, but everybody in my house eats cereal.
It was almost $8.
Yes, a $3 box of cereal, which would have cost $3 when I last noticed, is now $7.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are people doing to buy cereal and all these things that are going up through price?
Well, that's just the sugary cereal. If you want to be healthy like Kevin's ass, you're paying $11.
Forget it.
Some other silly reasons people have used to justify taking a sick day from work. Carolyn got a new tattoo and couldn't put clothes on. Okay, I get that.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, that's
legit. You're injured.
You had a tattoo. They hurt at first, right?
No, my tattoo didn't hurt in the least bit. It was the most peaceful experience.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. It was done quick, done well, and painless.
Wow.
Daniel. Oh, I'm gonna blow his name because people are gonna. I think it's Daniel Gilbert. I think his name is.
At what place?
I think he's a different place now. I think I got his name wrong, and I don't know where he works. Great call out, Berg.
He's probably like, stop.
Yeah, way to hook him up.
Yeah. Ashley said I had to call in once because the dangly thing in the back of my throat was swollen. Turns out I had a case of severe uvulitis because her uvula was swollen. I hadn't heard of that.
That's legit.
That is legit. You get a day off for that, girl.
Somebody told me.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say.
So this is the thing, and your dentist can tell. Like if you love
I think that's a myth, Virginia.
to do BJs.
Oh, jeez.
Can she even
bruise
bruise
it?
You're at a
I
point
knew
right
she
now.
wouldn't be able to say it right.
Kevin, who's a radio whiz, doesn't even know if he should dump you or not.
Yeah.
That's how.
But there was a dentist on TikTok saying, we know what you're up to.
Okay, you have to stop.
Is this the same TikTok that sent a Florida girl to North Carolina to see the Alps?
Yes, it's the same TikTok.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
As soon as you say I saw a doctor on TikTok, you really should shut off her mic. That is when
I thought he was real.
Yeah.
Yes. And Brian said, yeah, I called in to work with temporary blindness. I just couldn't see my ass going to work that day.
Oh.
Yeah.
You, my friend, get the Zinger Award.
Comedy.
There you go. All right, want to add your comments? You can. Just simply go to the KVJ Show Facebook page. That's all you got to do. And you can let us know what your comments are. We're talking about the silliest reason you ever used to justify taking a sick day from work. And Ayana here from Wellington, you had an interesting situation. Now, this happened back in the 90s with an employee, Ayana.
Yeah, she was one of the cocktail waitress that she was 2 hours or so late for her shift. And when she finally called me back, she was like, I am so sorry. I was towel drying my hair, and I bent down and I was knocked unconscious by my breath. And she had just had boob jobs like 4 months before that. So that was her excuse.
She knocked herself out cold is what she claimed by her boobs?
Yes, by her new boob job.
And you just laughed it off and said, okay?
So one of the bar owners had paid for the boobs. So, I was just a shift manager. So, yeah, I was like, all right, well, come in when you can.
That's scandalous.
Wow,
the
how about
bar
that,
owner paid for the boobs.
Probably not the only time, Virginia.
I like what Octopus in the chat room said. She says, I know someone who once used pink eye as an excuse to go on vacation for a few extra days.
Oh, yeah.
Burn.
One of the silliest excuses I've ever heard.
I mean, I've never heard of a sillier.
Well, it was high season in the Keys.
I mean, she laughs about it now. She's like, oh, yeah. Pink eye. Quack, 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 quack.
And trying to answer the question, okay, if there are all these jobs and nobody's taking them, how are people paying for things with your rent going up and inflation running crazy?
Yes, tell us.
Somebody said most of the people I know who left the service industry went to do online jobs because now more companies offer work from home. And so they said, yeah, I'm just to do the work from home. So I guess that's how they're doing it. So you're not seeing as many people in person. People are filling up the other jobs that you can do from anywhere in the world.
OnlyFans.
I guess.
KVJ still wants to get on that for him.
Yeah.
We've heard it can be highly profitable.
We have to do it together in the same room.
I don't know.
We all kind of do our own shtick. Let's see what we get.
That's a weird video.
I know. That's what we want for OnlyFans. I do my little thing in the corner. You do your thing. Ralston's
Do
doing
it in
whatever.
the corner, huh?
Well, whatever Ralston does, yeah.
Are Suits and Denny's there too? It's just the three of us.
If they want to be, but we're in it by blood. We have to be in it by.
You have to.
You have to do it.
All right, we're going to have a liar in here. We just got to figure out who it is. Two truths and a lie. Couple real stories, one that's completely fake. Can you tell which one it is? We got Jaybird, Denny's, and Suits all telling us stories today, and we'll start off with Suits here first. All right, Suits, what is your story here today?
Well, you guys remember a couple of years ago, Kevin and I actually both got the opportunity to go down to do a background role on the Netflix show Bloodline. And Kevin, you weren't able to actually stay for the shoot because it ended up going until like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was a really long day.
Kevin pulled the diva extra move and said,
the guy couldn't believe it.
I can't be a part of this. I'm Kevin Ralston.
Yeah, I'm like, where's my dressing room? Where's my trailer?
You're an extra, Kevin?
No, I am extra.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, so there was a lot of sitting around. I see why Kevin left. It took a while before we actually got into this thing. But when we did, it was a little nerve-wracking because I've never been on a real set like this before. And you've got legitimate actors, and you don't want to screw anything up. You're just the extra guy.
Yeah.
So we were doing a scene where they had me walking right behind one of the main stars. And I'm like, okay, just walk slow. Don't do anything stupid. And of course, I ended up tripping on my own 2 feet and face planted right behind the guy. And it was caught, I think, on the camera. It ruined the scene. They had to do it again. I tripped on my own. I was so nervous just walking. I don't even know what I tripped on, but I stumbled and fell down like face planted, and they ended up having to redo the scene. Everybody turned around. It was the most uncomfortable situation.
Oh, you're that extra.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ruined the scene.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay. Is that a real story? Okay. Thank you, Suits. All right, Jaybird, what story do you have for us here today?
Did I ever tell you about the time I was detained by the police because I was doing belly flops in the Taco Bell parking lot in the bushes?
No.
Well, let me tell you about it right now. I got detained by the police because I was drunkenly doing belly flops in the Taco Bell bushes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I did not get arrested. I got detained. I thought I was getting arrested. It was in a parking lot. Well known here in northern Palm Beach County of the Taco Bell Jupiter area.
Okay.
The one on North Lake or the one on Indian Town?
Indian Town, it might have been.
Panda does a lot of work there. I know it well.
Yeah, and it's a big parking lot. You clearly you can't see who's watching you. And if you have a few pops in you and you got a crowd.
Right.
Yeah.
And now they have that Taco Bell cantina. I bet they have more bush jumpers these days because they serve booze at some of their Taco Bells.
Yeah,
the Jupiter Police Department, they might know me a little too well.
Okay. Is that a true story? All right, Denny's, and what do you got for us here today?
So when I first got my very first job, I didn't realize that businesses drug test. And at the time, I was a pretty avid pot smoker.
At the time?
Well, I mean, hey. But so I was applying for a job at Blockbuster, which, by the way, they make you do a psychological evaluation to get a job there. And they make you do a drug test. Yeah. I had to do a 200-question thing. It was crazy.
200 questions?
Yeah.
Is this the SAT?
I hear it was done on a computer. It was a computer that they had installed by a company to do basically a psych to see if you were psychologically sound enough to handle the job of Blockbuster.
Okay.
It's just a different time.
Such a high-level intensity job.
So there's only one head shop in the entire area because it's a long time ago, and they had this product. It was a 420 product that you would drink, and that would help you pass the test. You drink it, then you have to pee once, pee a second time, and then your third and fourth pee are supposed to be good.
Is that Golden Seal?
It was one of those, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know some people that were having to get some Golden Seal after I brought them back from Mardi Gras.
So I snuck out, bought some, got it ready, go to do this drug test, and at the they send you to one of those LabCorp type places, and you're in there.
Some of us know about the process.
I peed in the jar, and my pee was like radiation green. It came out the greenest color I've ever seen. I go, these guys are going to definitely know this is fake, right?
Yeah, because they're looking for any kind of altering of any sort.
I give it to the nurse, and she goes, I don't know, this looks funny. They call in a second person, and they tell me I have to wait an hour to do another drug test because they thought that pee was just so nuclear green that it couldn't be real. So I did a second one. This time I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm probably outside my window now. I'm going to fail this drug test. I do the second one. The lady, they wrap it around in a bag and then they send it off. And she's just looking at it like, this looks so fishy. There's no way you're going to pass. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, she's saying that to you?
She thought it was the weirdest goo. She thought I substituted with something.
You'd be surprised, man. Sometimes medical people kind of say what's ever on their mind.
Wow.
Well, so for a week I sat there thinking, I'm not going to get this job. They're going to call my parents and tell them I've been smoking pot. That's why I can't get this job at Blockbuster. Fortunately, I passed, but that nervous feeling for that amount of time.
Wow.
And he became a Blockbuster Hall of Famer. I mean,
Well, then I started selling weed out of Blockbuster. So, I mean, joke's on them,
To me,
right?
that is the best part of the
Joke's on
story.
them, right?
jokes on Blockbuster. Hey, where's Blockbuster at now? Where's Denny's at?
You
Kinda went out of
basically-
business.
You basically had a pot brick and mortar.
The owner's like, I can't figure out why we have a line down the block.
And we're not moving any product. What's
Yes.
happening here?
No one's running any movies.
So, you know, they had the electric seal on the cases. I'd open it, I'd slide some in there, close it, hand it to them. When they went outside, they would pass money through the return slot. That's how I did it.
Wow.
Did that for like a year.
Look at you.
That's amazing.
Hopefully
Okay.
the statute of limitations has run out.
Wow.
He's cool.
Some great stories there. Okay, did Suits trip while being a TV show extra on the show Bloodline? Did Jaybird do drunken belly flops at a Taco Bell? And did Denny's have a very interesting drug test for Blockbuster? Who do you think is lying here today, Virginia?
I'm pretty sure it's Suits because I feel like he would have told us that if he tripped on the set back when it happened, because that's funny.
Only thing I'll say about Snoots, he doesn't always give out the material that he has. You have to kind of go digging it out of him at times.
Well, what are you doing? We're over here scratching our eyes out for content.
I'm not turning this into a Suits roast. I'm just saying.
Oh, you just did, Bird.
I'm trying to protect our bit over here.
Yeah.
I don't know. If he fell on the set of Bloodline and made them have to do a reshoot, I think that belongs on the radio before now.
Well, right now, you agree with the chat room. 65% of people so far think Suits is the one telling the lie here. Then it's Denny's, and then Jaybird. Everybody's going like, yeah, him doing drunken belly flops
But the
out front
police
of Taco
came.
Bell.
Police
detained him, yeah. Well, majority of people are saying Suits is the liar. It's now 55% thinking that Suits' story was BS, the one that he just told about tripping as an extra on the filming for the TV show Bloodline. I think it was in Homestead they were doing that. Jaybird told a story about how he was detained by police after he did a few drunken belly flops at a Taco Bell. And then Denny's had quite a story about trying to pass a drug test while working at Blockbuster, trying to get a job there. And then ironically, he talked about how he sold weed right out of the Blockbuster. Fascinating.
He was still talking about it when we went to commercial break.
I love that story. I pray it's true.
It was a golden era.
It's a prosperous time, Kevin.
Okay, so is everybody right that Suits is a liar? You still sticking with it, Virginia?
I am, but you know, these guys are good. I'm never completely confident.
We try to be tricky on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And if you don't know, Bloodline is a Netflix TV show that was filmed in the Keys.
That Kevin loved.
Yeah, I love the first two seasons, and then I don't know what happened. They put Suits on the show, and it fell apart. Season 3
I
was
killed
tough.
it. I destroyed
You
it.
killed Bloodline.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Okay, is Suits the liar?
No.
Oh, wow, he did trip.
I did trip.
You did? And you never told us?
I was still kind of new to the gig, and honestly, I was a little embarrassed by it at first, so
Damn
I
it,
didn't want to say
Sid.
anything because I'm like, really? Did you just trip in front of all these people?
Your
in the middle
embarrassment equals our ratings.
He knows that now, I think.
Yeah, well, then since then I've had my taint waxed on the radio and all this other stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay, that's not that big of a deal anymore.
Right. Yeah,
But-
after you do that.
I'm like, I kind of just
After you break the
tripping in front of an entire
Yeah.
production crew doesn't seem that bad anymore.
Yeah, good point.
Ain't that thing smooth, though?
Okay, so if it's not Suits, I think I'm going to go Bird. Who you going with, Virginia?
I guess I have to go Bird.
You think
You don't have to. You got Denny's.
I think I have to because I want Denny's story to be true so bad.
Okay.
The green pea, the selling the weed out of Blockbuster.
Maybe my story was benign on purpose.
No,
Okay.
I think you didn't jump in the bush. Well, you didn't. You may have jumped in bushes, but I don't think the police got you.
Mm-hmm.
I am telling the truth. My story is real.
Yeah,
Oh,
Blockbuster
wow.
doesn't drug test.
Oh,
That's how I got a job there.
What? That's how I got a job there.
That's why I went for Blockbuster.
Dang, man. Okay.
That was
Very
good.
Very good.
Yeah,
Nice
so
job,
good.
fellas.
Slick.
Nice job.
I'll see you next week.
Tricky
Wow.
round.
Nothing's up is down, down is up.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, if we were doing a poll right now, who would you say is the most annoying person of the week? Now, I've got a couple of people to nominate here. Earlier, Virginia was talking about Patrick Mahomes' fiance,
Brittany,
who was spraying champagne all over cold Chiefs fans at the game from her heated skybox.
I can tell Ralston really does not particularly like her or the brother.
It's been a discussion for a while. It started a long time ago, probably even last season. My wife showing me videos of his brother Jackson. I'm like, is this supposed to be good? I don't understand what this is. That's where I was like, I just don't get TikTok. And it's like going, no, I just don't get Jackson Mahomes.
Brittany is not Jackson. She's a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, I haven't even seen either one of them, and I'm all in on Ralston's side. If Virginia's saying this person's not annoying, this means this is one of the most annoying people on the planet.
And maybe Jackson Mahomes is the one that needs to go with the most annoying person of the week, though the story today is about Brittany spraying the champagne. But it's either one of the two that's just like, oh my gosh, you just look, neither one of you are anything without Patrick Mahomes, and they're just living their best life and then rubbing it in like the lower people's faces nonstop. The other person I'll put up here for the most annoying person of the week is Julia Fox. She's the one that's been parading around with Kanye West. It's the new girlfriend, and she's just loving it because she sees this as her opportunity. She's going to be the next Kim Kardashian. I saw the most ridiculous video my wife showed me. It was Kanye West and her. They were walking through like a mall somewhere, maybe in Paris. He is wearing a black hood over his face, so you don't even know it's him. It's not even a ski mask. It's just, you ever seen those bodysuits where somebody will wear it? It's like that, but it's only over his face.
Yes.
And she has the most ridiculous makeup job going on, and she's an attractive girl, but she looked like a space alien with what she was wearing, and you could tell she was just living it up. She loved the paparazzi that was taking her photos, and now she's come up with a nickname for her and Kanye West. Her name is Julia Fox. His name is Ye. So it's Julie Ye. So she wants you to start referring to the two of them when they're together as Julie Ye. That's it.
So what's weird about this segment is that you, Kevin Ross, have become the most annoying person because of that story.
Yeah, I know. And you can throw me in there in the mix, too.
Kim wants you to call them?
No. Julia wants you to call her and Kanye. If I said that wrong, sorry.
Oh, Julia wants you to call her and Kanye. Julia.
Julia. Yeah.
I can't even begin to tell you how much I hate it.
She's super annoying. She's the one that was like, I'm not impressed by Kanye's money. I only date billionaires.
No, she's like, this is not the first billionaire. I've been dating billionaires since my early adult life, darling.
Yeah.
Okay. They went back and found videos and times when she talked about how obsessed she was with the Kardashians. So we see you, Julia.
So who do you find more annoying, Julia Fox?
Julia, definitely.
Okay.
A lot of people find Aaron Rodgers annoying.
You could put that in there. Some people look at him as a hero. Some people think that, he's annoying.
What about Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley as a couple?
That's annoying.
They claim they never talk about politics with each other.
They may not.
Whatever.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm still sticking with these two.
They are, as of right now.
Yeah.
You got anybody better? You're saying this week.
Yeah, most annoying person of the week. Who would win that title?
Gosh,
if we had it today?
I think it might be that Julia Fox.
I think so. I think I'm going to reserve my vote for that. But, keep in mind, we might still have 2 more games with Patrick Mahomes. And so, Jackson Mahomes' time is coming.
Can we do this again? I wasn't really prepared for this.
Okay. I'll let you stew and think on it.
The annoying person of the week. We should do that on Friday.
Week's not over yet.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
Question,
we got some time.
Does Jackson ever talk on his social media or does he just dance?
I thankfully don't really watch a lot. I just see him doing the dancing. My wife will show me, and then
I kind of need to hear his take on stuff.
The story that set me off was when he went off on that Kansas City restaurant that wouldn't serve his large posse, and then he blasted them on social media, and they're just trying to stay open.
Oh, not a good look.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, all right, I've got no more. Yeah, this dude's.
He pulled Demi Lovato going after a business that's just trying to make it in COVID.
Yeah, so now as soon as I start talking about him, I'm like, no, it's got to be Jackson. I don't know. They both annoy me so much. All right, after the show podcast on the way. Before we get there, Bird, if you wrap it all up with your thought for the day.
The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts.
Oh,
that's true.
That's deep.
Yeah, and true.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.